Yes, everybody, welcome back to the Irish Hotspur. The magic of the FA Cup is back. Spurs are in a brand new kit for it. And we, of course, are coming up against Aston Villa, one of the best teams in the Premier League. But this is a whole different competition. And this is also a competition that gives us a chance to potentially look forward to something because in the Premier League, it's not been a happy story for Spurs. But maybe, just maybe, the FA Cup could be our year. It could be one where we could get behind, have a bit of an FA Cup run. Everything that probably Thomas Frank could need and everything us Spurs fans could need right now is some sort of type of cup run. So let's strap in. Let's get ready for it. We are pretty much, I would say, Dave, the marquee game tonight. I know there were some big upsets with Crystal Palace and Macclesfield, but this is probably the one, if anybody is going to be watching the FA Cup games today, this is the one that everybody would be looking forward to. A real clash between some good teams. And what you were kind of mentioning to me in the back end that a lot of Premier League sides have been knocked out already quite early. So this is a real opportunity for Spurs to knock out one of the other big giants of this competition. And then you never know, could get lined up with a few easier opponents, and all of a sudden we could find ourselves in a quarterfinal, maybe even a semifinal of this competition. So please, please, Thomas Frank and Tottenham
Please.
Hotspur and these boys, give us something. Give us something this season because damn, feels like we've been fed breadcrumbs for the majority of this season so far. So hopefully everybody's doing okay. Hopefully everyone's enjoying their FA Cup weekend. It is very relaxing. I do kind of remember sort of
Yeah.
waking up in New York at times, or even when I was a lot younger in Seattle, when I would wake up in the morning nice and early and I would just sort of kick on the TV, have a big pot of coffee, and just sort of look, sort of scan across all the games, see what drama is unfolding, see which teams might be having an upset, looking at also all the tiny grounds, with fans of only about 5,000, 6,000 people, holding on, maybe for dear life with a 1-0, 2-1 lead, that type of thing. So it's going to be a different story with us and Aston Villa. It's two huge teams, but I do enjoy the FA Cup. I imagine it still has its magic. Apparently, it does today with the case of Crystal Palace and Macclesfield. But let's hope that Spurs, with the way we've been playing, we're almost like the non-league side, the way that we've been playing this season. Maybe we can pull up an upset against Aston Villa today.
Well, that would be the plan, Jack. At the end of the day, I think the incentive is there with Premier League teams going out. If we can take out Aston Villa, there's a few of the big guns already gone, which means, it sort of opens the competition up to a certain degree. So hopefully we can, win today and get into the next round. At the end of the day, look, we're starved at this football club of anything right now. And, a cup run could really lift us come the second half of the season. And hopefully today's the day where things start to turn around at the end of the day. I love the FA Cup. The club has a rich history with the FA Cup. Up until recently, we were the club that has won it the most times. Things are that bad, so much so today that they brought out a 1901 jersey from the FA Cup winning year that year to try and inspire things. And hopefully today it works, Jack. Lily white, all white, under the lights tonight. I mean, this is what fucking being a Tottenham fan is all about. Cup football. It's what Tottenham have been known for, my whole lifetime is, cups. Getting good runs in the cups and picking up cups. Like, at the end of the day, we were the first team to ever put ribbons on the FA Cup and stuff. So we've rich history in this competition. And today is also a day to sort of try and commemorate the great Martin Shivers as well.
Yeah.
At Tottenham. We failed Wednesday night to do it. And hopefully tonight's the night we do it, Jack. Big day for the club.
Big day for the club. Well said, Dave. And hopefully everybody's doing okay. Hopefully everyone's enjoying their weekends, enjoying the start to the FA Cup. Let's get into the lineups here. We see Ben Davis on the front cover there. We'll see if the jersey really lives up to the pictures, but it does look like actually a pretty cool jersey. I like the long sleeve
Yeah.
look to it. It does give me a bit pajama vibes. I don't know what you think, but it's kind of a bit of a almost like a nightgown, kind of like Tottenham Hotspur kit, if you get what I mean. But maybe I'm just being a little bit harsh on it because we'll see, in real person, with the big, beautiful Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the guys in the all lily white kit. We'll see if it matches up to the vibe there. Vicario is going to be in goals. Kevin Danzo comes in for Christian Romero alongside Van de Ven, of course. Then we have Ben Davis is on the front cover there. He'll be playing left back with Pedro Porro at fullback in this game. And then in terms of the midfield, it is going to be Archie Gray coming in for Bentancur, who has picked up an injury, and then Palhinha alongside him. Also, let us remind ourselves that Bergval and Bentancur came off with an injury in our last game. Spurs were dropping like flies in that Bournemouth game. And then going into the other midfield position, it's going to be Xavi Simons. And then with Matisse Tell coming back into the side, which is a very good sign because I am deeply worried sometimes that no matter how much we say, Thomas Frank, it is so obvious you need to start this player or this player. He tends to usually, throw a bit of a curveball towards us and end up catching us unexpected. But Xavi Simons is in the team. Matisse Tell is in the team. Odebear is in the side as well, which is going to provide that balance. And up front, It is the one and only Richarlison. So Dave and I pretty much got the predicted lineup spot on. Maybe when you combine two brains together, we have a better chance of being able to see
Yeah.
what could be coming out of Thomas Frank's team sheet. Also, to be fair, there's only so many players he really has left to pick from when it comes to the injury list at the moment. So it would have been hard to get it wrong. Let's just say that. But we have a long bench of players as well. Cole Mwani might be one of the options in terms of attacking options off the bench. Dominic Solanke and Destiny Udogi make the team. I almost forgot who these guys are. They've been gone for so long or been so in and out of the team this season. I wonder if any of them are actually really available for this. I wonder if maybe it's just they're just there just to maybe fill out the team sheet. They could be close, but from all the rumors and all the murmurings from Thomas Frank, it didn't really seem like they were that close, to being ready. So I am surprised that they've made the team sheet today, but maybe I'm just making things up. And then Luca Williams Barnett, Junai Byfield, or some of the younger players off of the bench that you would hope if things go incredibly well, maybe they could get 5 minutes, 10 minutes towards the end of the game in this one. Let's get to some of the people in the house. Apologies for kicking off late. I was trying to figure out how to be able to watch this damn game because it's on a whole different streaming platform than what I'm used to. I had to update the credit card info and all that terrible stuff, to be honest. So apologies for our late kickoffs here. We have Iceman, who's been celebrating 29 months as a fan show member, saying, another month, Dave, another month down, best Spurs show by a mile, more of a family than a community. Loving every month
Appreciate
here,
that.
highs and lows. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Fat Cap Army.
Appreciate that.
Come on, you Harris Army. Hashtag Dave for Chirpy. Dave, I mean, we need to put you down as the new Chirpy at some point just to get that absolutely embedded in. But thank you, Iceman. Thank you, Rick.
Ex-
You've been very kind to us for a long time and very, very kind words as well, sir.
Yeah, no, big up, Ricky. I appreciate that. But Jack, I think it's Dave for manager now. I think we've upgraded from Dave from Chirpy to Dave for manager now at what's
Jeez.
going on. I mean, I was saying this, pre-game that, the experiment that Thomas Frank fucking, tried against Bournemouth midweek was absolutely mind-boggling. It's like, a little fat Irish leprechaun like me sitting here in my fucking kitchen, can expose the formation and everything else. Like, what is this guy getting paid to do? He's got tactical pads, coaching teams around him, magnets and everything else. And that's the shit he comes up with. So from now on, it's Dave for manager, not Chirpy. I've upgraded.
Dave for manager, Dave for kit man as well, just so that Dave doesn't, end up being passed an Arsenal Cup at any point. Because damn, that's also getting absolutely crazy at this point too. It's just all the sabotage, all the craziness that's going on around Tottenham Hotspur. But Iceman, very, very kind words. Do really appreciate you. Of course, we call it a community, but very nice of you to maybe say it's a bit deeper than that. It's more of a family with how we all stick together through these highs and lows of Tottenham Hotspur. So very, very kind words from our man Ricky, and a great endorsement of the channel and of this family. Tony Yolo just underneath there saying, Frank, about respecting the F out of Villa. Get ready for some ugly football, fellas. Well, we're in a beautiful kit, so hopefully we get to see ugly football, at least in a better kit this time around,
Yeah.
Tony Yolo. But I wonder with Aston Villa, it's the whole respect thing. I mean, they are a good side at the end of the day. I think the whole respect thing was more annoying against teams that just felt very beatable, just felt like he didn't really have to set up as conservatively as he did, or he didn't really have to talk about how amazing this team was or this team was when in all actuality they were towards, the bottom end of the Premier League or whatever. But in the case of Aston Villa, they are a very good side. They've been having a great season. They have some good players in Morgan Rogers and whatnot. I'm going to check on their lineup, see who they've started today. But
Malin up front. The guy
Malin
come
up
there,
front.
Andor. So hopefully that continues.
Yeah, let's hope that continues. But
Rogers is in. Buendia is in. McGinn is in. Bogard is in midfield along with that big lanky string of piss beside him. You mentioned him, yes. I can't remember his name now. And then the back line is Konza, Cash, and what you would expect there as well, Jacko.
yeah, so I don't know. I actually love Tony Yolo's comments when it comes to the. Sorry, I'm getting someone spamming my phone at the minute. I do love the respecting the hell out of the opposition comments from Tony. They've been very, very funny. Maybe this time though, I'll give Thomas Frank just a slight pass on it, just a slight one.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's been going on all season.
True.
I smacked a rat when he was telling me how great Bodo Gimp were, and I'm
true.
We destroyed them over two legs, and stuff like that. And then every game, then after that, how much we have to respect the opposition. Yeah, I get it. Like you can go out and do that in the press. You can give all the sort of respect you want, but don't give them respect in your lineup or your tactics or how you're going to go and beat them. And that's where the problem comes in. What he does, the way he sets up. also marries to what he's doing in the press conference. There's a big divide there. You can show some respect and some sportsmanship with your words, but certainly don't do it with the way you're trying to go at the team. The problem we have is we set up to contain the opposition, respect the opposition, rather than go at them and do what we're good at. And that's the big problem here with Thomas Frank.
No.
Hopefully that changes today. What I will say is, though, Tony Olo, I am looking forward to see what Telu, De Boer, and Simmons can do. It feels like it's young, it's fresh, it's energetic, and hopefully we can build off that today and get some green shoots going forward. But then it just comes down to, can Richarlison then finish off, what these guys are providing today? But FA Cup, like Jack said, it's more of a relaxed environment. It's knockout football. I don't want to be sitting here respecting the hell out of the opposition today. You go for it in knockout football. To dare is to do, and you take risks in knockout football. So let's fucking hopefully we see that today, my man. And by the way, a lot of people, Jack, are asking us what we think of the kits as well. Just quickly.
Well, Nick is saying he hates it. He's saying the collar blows in the white kit. I kind of agree. Maybe a nice collar could do it some service, on this kit. Let me take a look at the game, though, see if maybe we're seeing the guys in the tunnel.
Actually like the kit. I actually really like the kit. But the thing is, there was only like 1,900 released. But apparently, a lot of them are already brought up and being resold on eBay for double the price and stuff like that, which was always going to happen. So unfortunately, your chances of getting your hands on one is next to none. But I do think it's an absolute gorgeous kit. The white crest, the white sponsorships, everything else, white on white. I absolutely love it. I actually have an older one like that, but with just the blue sort of Spurs crest there, with the old crest on it and stuff. I really like it. It's nice. But to your point, it is a bit pajama vibe, but hopefully it's inspirational enough for these boys today. Sometimes if you feel like you look good, you play good, Jack.
Very rarely do you get the all-white sponsor, though, so that is fair, actually. Maybe that's a huge plus.
Better than the big red AIA fucking plastered across it.
Never thought about that. At least the Kraken logo or whatever that garbage is all in white, this time, that sort of thing. So very good points there from our man Dave. And Lazy, I'm a big fan of a collar, huge fan of a collar, so I do see where you're coming from on that one. Good to see so many people in the house. We're about 5 minutes away from kickoff here. Stevie Fraser's in here. Brett Loft is in here. He's saying, morning, boys. I really want to win this, but if this means this fraud gets sacked, I can live with that, with the loss. Listen, I don't want any manager to lose, no matter how much I feel about them. It's not really worth, I think getting that invested into maybe a manager getting out the door or anything like that. At the end of the day, I want to see Tottenham Hotspur win. I want to see Tottenham Hotspur get back on track, even if that means it goes against what I've been saying about a manager. I'd rather be proven wrong than proven right, especially when it comes to winning, at all costs. But I do get it, Brett. I mean, I'm no fan of Thomas Franks either at the minute. So I do kind of see how you could be at a bit of a head loss with this guy.
Yeah, no, absolutely well said, Jack. Look, I think, to be honest with you, the writing's on the wall, and we can sit here and say we want this guy gone, but it's not worth sitting here going, you want to lose games so this guy can be gone. At the end of the day, we're all Tottenham fans. No one wants to be in this shit. We all want to sort of progress, keep moving. If that means winning games under Frank, so be it. But to be honest with you, even if we do go out today, does anyone really see Thomas Frank being sacked? How many opportunities have they had to sack him, try and bring in an interim or bring in a new guy to sort of kick on and save our season? They haven't done that. And it goes back to what I've been saying all along. I think they are just going to see this out to the summer. They put the audit on Daniel Levy's, finance dealings at Tottenham. Hopefully they find something, get him to sell to them nice and cheap, and then they go and sell for massive money, take their retirement fund and go out and live in the Bahamas. That's what's going on here, because, when you look at it, they said they're going to invest into this. When they first came in, we're going to invest back into Tottenham. We're going to invest on the playing field and get this squad back up to where we believe it should be, challenging for all these honours. 10 days into January, what have they invested in? A 19-year-old Brazilian, and they haven't done anything that today than what they haven't done since I first supported this club, by bringing in young players all the time rather than what we actually need. So a lot of their lip surface, no one's buying into it anymore. They're under severe pressure. But does anyone really think they're going to blow their load this January and bring in big players? I don't. Yeah. So this is the way it's going to be until the end of the season, unfortunately.
In terms of the Aston Villa lineup, I'm not seeing too many massive changes really there. They didn't seem to drop any significant players of any kind. Maybe Ollie Watkins to a degree, but for the most part, doesn't seem like any crazy changes. It looks like a very, very old school kit. I'm not even sure if there are any surnames on the back of the players' kits. That's what also makes this one pretty cool.
We're trying to confuse them now. We're going no names, no numbers.
Well, with the way they stood out against Bournemouth and fighting the fans, they probably don't want names on their backs just so that we don't actually end up going after some of these guys. But it's a huge game, everybody. Let's get strapped in for it. Thomas Frank, of course, with a brand new haircut. I am a fan. of his haircut. Not as much of a fan of the manager, but I know Dave doesn't even like any cut of his jib, doesn't even like his haircut. So best of luck to the guy. Hopefully he picks up a win tonight. There's Unai Emery, the mouth breather.
A lot of antifreeze shampoo goes into Thomas Frank's haircut.
Yeah, the battle of the hair gels tonight between Unai Emery and Thomas Frank.
In fact, I should start waving a Save Our Oceans campaign against Frank with the amount of products going into that, out of plastic bottles and stuff like that.
Looks like a full crowd for the most
That's
part,
nice.
too. It looks like
Our stadium on top with the blue lights and all. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Big day. They're trying to make it a big occasion. There will be a minute applause, everybody, for Martin Shivers before kickoff as well, which is happening now. And also, there is no replay today. This game will be decided today, so if that means it goes to extra time penalties, that's exactly what will happen here.
Speaking of Martin Shivers, Nick Lazy8 sent me a photo of ourselves when we did the tour at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with Martin Shivers. Probably hard for the camera to pick up on it. Let me see if it looks any good. No, it doesn't look
is that us?
Yeah, that's us. It doesn't pick up too well though for the camera.
No, I can see it. No, unreal. Do you know what? I forgot that photo even existed. I just remember the day in general. It was unreal. What a nice guy. Brilliant with his time. Sat there and answered any questions, even around the tour. You know, anyone that wanted to go and speak to him, ask him questions, gave him time. At the end, gave him time, signed things for people and stuff like that. An amazing man. And some of the stories you recounted as well, you know, in such great detail, you almost felt like you were there with the way he was recounting the stories. What a man.
They're all the Spurs legends as well.
Oh, we've got numbers, just no names. You're right, Jack.
I think it looks really cool, actually. The no names on the back.
That is nice.
And it's the old school number kind of style.
Applause for Martin Shivers, I believe. Come on, Spurs, let's go. That guy certainly had a few anyway, you can tell that.
There's an adorable fan and his dad just earlier. The kid had some very funny Tottenham Hotspur themed white gloves.
Unreal. The respect Martin Shivers is getting is unreal. Good to see. Very good to see. Please honour this guy today. Please show up and win this game today, I beg. Hopefully, you know, one of these players are inspired by Martin Shivers and his goal-scoring exploits and can, you know, produce some of that today.
Martin Shivers had even just 1 ounce of his ability tonight. Richarlison, then maybe we stand a chance tonight. Tony Yolo saying we played so shit they took their names off. That's the better joke than what I was trying to say, Tony. But that's what I sort of was trying to say from the Bournemouth game. That
here we go,
they made such a disgrace of themselves that they probably don't even deserve names on the back of their kids.
Marching in. Trumpets out, everybody. Oh, and the Spurs go marching in. Oh, and the Spurs go marching in. I want to be in that number. Oh, and the Spurs go marching in. Come on, guys. It's fucking FA Cup there. Let's go. Straight back to Vic. We're going to pump this one right on top of Aston Villa. Let's see if Vic can get a good kick here. Pumps it long towards. Matisse Tell tries to flick it on. Richarlison can't keep it in. And it's a throw into Aston Villa. Aston Villa, is that black? Today they're wearing it is black.
Yeah, like a grayish black, yeah.
They're trying to fool us. Pretend it's not Aston Villa. Ben Davies at left back is an interesting choice. Straight away, Aston Villa in behind. Malin takes a good touch. Can Danzo stick with him? Good aggressive defending from Danzo. Simmons picks it up. Back to Ben Davies. Davies just puts it back to Vicario. Vicario puts his foot through a very weak kick. Can Richarlison force something here? That's a free. That's got to be a free, referee. He's pushed Xavi Simmons in the back there. Give him a yellow. That's a sore one, them, especially when you come down on the rock hard ground like that. Daniel Larson, what is the kit supposed to be? It's a nod back to the 1901 FA Cup victory, my man. People saying the kit is unreal. Big up 24C. Good to see you in the building. Who else have we got in here with us? Tara says, Frank looks completely overwhelmed on the sidelines and absolutely beside himself. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if the guy thinks he's in Disneyland right now, hearing Mickey and Minnie Mouse in his ear. What I will say is the guy's aged. You can see. Do you know when a manager is under pressure and they age by like 20 years?
Yeah.
You know, you can clearly see that with Thomas Frank. You know, it's clearly getting to him, I think.
Cario on the ball here. to Mickey.
Need a big game from him today as captain. You made a great point yesterday, Jack. About Mickey van der Ven. When he has picked up the captain's armband this year, he sort of has led single-handedly through performances by adding goals and driving this team on. Maybe something that maybe people are asking Romero to do more of. So it'll be interesting to see, if he can do the same here again today, Mickey.
We've seen some incredible individual performances from Mickey van der Ven when he's been the captain. Bodo Glimt, he single-handedly got us a draw, basically, that game.
Xavi Simons laying one back on a Villa player for that push in the back he received.
Gotta be careful, Xavi Simons. You're only just back from a red card.
Yeah. Evening, Vin Fuego. Good to see you in the house. Big up, Tyler Paulinia. Should be captain, probably. Maybe. The problem you've got with Paulini is a lone player, so unless we make that permanent, he's never going to be considered for captain, Tyler. Someone close him down. We're just going to let him waltz? Yep. Oh, my God, that's the pathetic.
The assassin.
That's the pathetic challenge we put in. We've let him run half the pitch, and that's the fucking challenge we put in. Richarlison could have done that 5 minutes ago.
He's the butcher.
Yeah.
I'm
not gonna lie. I love having
butcher.
Paulinia. I love having Paulinia in midfield. He used to frustrate the F out of me.
You ask and you shall receive days. Someone put in a challenge, and then Paulinia, you don't have to ask him twice.
That's true. It's almost like having Romero in midfield at times.
Seriously.
It's brilliant. These Villa players, they're already limping around here already.
I mean,
soon.
That's the thing, though. If you're going to running full speed at Joao Paulinia and then he puts in a challenge like that, you're definitely not going to come out looking too
And do you know what? When do you know when you play sports and you come up against this really bony fucker? Do you know when you clash and he's just so bony it hurts?
Yeah.
No meat on the guy, no muscle. It's just pure bone on bone, and you're fucking screaming in pain. That's what Paulinia is like. Come on, Richie, get after that. I'm already bored. Get me on the ball here. Villa trying to entice the press here from Tottenham. Oh, they're putting it out. Kamara's still feeling the effects here. It looks like he's might pull the.
All right, Joao, just take out 6 more of them.
We're not playing football anymore. We're bringing in assassins.
Yeah. No reason to keep playing football. Let's just start playing the butcher game.
It's this Yuri Tillemans. He's good for a goal, this fucker.
Yeah, I feel like he's played well against us usually in the past.
He always scores against us. Even for Leicester, he used to score against us. It used to drive me insane. Early sub for Villa, which is good. So if it does go into extra time, they have less opportunities to make subs, I suppose.
Maybe it wasn't a good idea by Joao Paulinia to take out Camara, because now they brought in Tielemans, who's very good on the ball, but he is different to Camara in that he's probably defensively not as sound. Camara is that defensive midfielder for them. I think he just gave him a real bruiser. I'm not sure how injured he actually is, but I think he probably just practically dead-legged him.
It is one of them, though. Like, if you're running at speed and you clash like that the way he does, it can hurt.
No, it 100% does. Yeah. I don't think it's probably anything too serious, though, to be honest. No. It's probably just a really bad bruise.
Yeah, he's just
that he's going to feel in the morning.
Yeah, that would be painful in the morning. There'd be a few ice baths needed for sure. Do you ever do any of them, Jack? The cold plunges, the ice baths, or anything like that? I presume that'd probably be, pretty common around Seattle.
I have a pretty good tolerance for cold water, for swimming in cold water, but I'm not into the ice baths.
No. I don't mind the ice baths. Or the ice cold showers at times as well that you get around swimming pools and all. They're nice. I love the cold anyway. I'm a cold-blooded man. Right, now this is actually taking the piss. I thought these guys were supposed to be rolled off the pitch. Yeah, I feel like
if this were us, the referee would be yellow carding us for being on the pitch this long.
We need to do a Martinelli and start rolling them off.
Seriously, someone get the ball, hit it off his head.
Bounce it off him. That guy's hat is too big for him. Oh my God, this guy's not even ready. Oh my Lord. Jesus Christ. He's not even ready. He's been down about 5 minutes. He hasn't even got his top off. Play on without him. Let's go, Ben. Let's go and score now. No, don't give him a chance to get on. Do not give him a chance to get on. Play on without this prick.
Yeah, they're really taking their time. Oh, yeah, let's give him some tactical instructions. Maybe give him a nice little cup of tea before he comes on.
Adam,
The
good to
game's
see
not
you,
even
sir.
started. We've watched like 4 minutes of this shit.
And our Patiza, good to see you as well. Kaza, great to see you back in here. Skunky Works, Dennis Daly, Tara, Scooter Reacts, Kate, good to see you, Mrs. Rickson. Peter Merrin in here as well. Good to see you all. Come on, Spurs.
Paulinho woke up this morning and chose violence, says Iceman.
That's what we need. We need more players to do that.
Good pressure from Archie Gray. Hey, Joe, you got to make a challenge in there, man.
And now we're exposed down his side. It's too easy. Villa slowing it down. I don't know why they've done that. They've done us a favour there. Come on, Spurs. Get stuck into them. Go on, Richie. Lay into them.
They do like to play these combinations in the middle. Villa, they always love to play it straight into the center mid, and then usually the center mid will play a nice 1-2 or a nice first-time pass into another midfielder. And they sort of like to break teams down through the middle. They're not really like other sides that usually work it out wide every time. Every time I've watched Villa, they love to play it into midfield. So that's what we have to try to take away.
I do like how high our line is, you know, on the engagement. It's halfway, and we're not sort of letting them go beyond there without engaging them. I like that. That's got to stay this game. Can't drop back and let them get further and further up the field. You can see Aston Villa are being patient. They want us to break ranks, go and press them and play through us. But right now, our engagement line is halfway, and we got to keep it like that.
Well, it looks like we can start playing now that Yuri Tielemans is ready. Guess we had to wait on him. Crowd seems relatively up for it.
Good interception there, but poor Villa throw. Be interested to see what they do here. Will they go long for it or not? It's a short throw. It's cleared. Richarlison flicks it on again. With Wilson Odegaard. Is that Wilson Odegaard?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Camera angle is so far away. It's unbelievable.
I was having trouble when it went full screen. It became very laggy for me when it went full screen.
It doesn't even matter if it's full screen. It's just the camera's so far. The camera must be back at the Emirates, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. There's about 100, 200 cameras around the pitch. Surely they can get a better angle than some of this shit.
Ribsy, good to see you. He's saying the Stan Sport feed has died. Maybe it's just because it's almost like it's a non-league game, the way that some of the people are experiencing technical difficulties at the minute.
Big win here. Well done. I just couldn't read the flight there.
Don't let that through, Joao.
Dan's assassinate him. Take him out.
He gets skinned.
He gets skinned. It's a shot.
Oh.
They're going to pull the trigger, these, from distance. We can see the two.
Yeah, they've scored some worldies, Aston Villa, this season. They've scored some absolute worldies.
It's too easy from Kevin Danzo, that. That's way too easy. Thank God it's Marlon shooting the ball. The guy needs about 60 opportunities to score one. Ten minutes in, and it's been all Aston Villa. Let's see if we can get the ball out and play. Nope, we pump it fucking long.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And not a person within a mile radius of the guy. Oh, my Lord. It's going to be a long day, everybody. Strap in. You might need to get me a seatbelt so I stay in my seat today.
Can someone put in a challenge, please? These touches aren't even great. Can someone engage the ball?
Oh, my God. Someone put in a challenge. They're just watching them walk around.
Just every time you see a Villa player just running full speed at us, and we just keep dropping off.
Yeah.
Eric Dyer style.
Yeah, it's so infuriating. Go and fucking engage the ball, man.
Like we got 11 Eric Dyers on the pitch the way they keep just jockeying and backing off.
And now we've dropped right back as well. Please, can someone get close to a Villa player? I beg. I'm going to lose my mind. Charlison and Simmons may as well be selected as centre midfielders right now. We're sitting that deep. It's not hard. Keep one player up on the centre back so they don't have that option to keep passing it across the back line. It's not difficult. Keep one player there and tell them to chase it fucking down.
Daniel Larson saying the camera's so far away because they know we're shit. They're trying to spare us, Daniel. You're probably right.
Corner kick here to Aston Villa. Big up all 200 of you in the house, guys. Really appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you for choosing us as your destination. If we could ask you to do one more little small thing for us, I know it's greedy, but you know, you don't ask, you don't get. Could you just run them likes up for us? That'd be beautiful.
One of the fans in the corner flag who's given Tielemans a big earful has a nice Europa League kit on. Or sorry, Matty Cash.
Just clear this. Just clear this.
Top of the box. He's offside anyway.
Danzo, release him. Let's go, Matisse. Come on, Matisse.
Come on, Matisse.
Space here. Get on the run, Simmons. Wrong run to me. You got to stay central, kid.
Good shiftiness, though. Can he play
Simmons
Pedro
just
Porro?
made the wrong run. Now play him. Now
Good
play him.
space for Matisse Tell.
He's off. He's Richarlison is off.
Man. Too late as well. Get onto it, Odebear.
Good
Onto
pressure.
it, Tell.
Good pressure.
Well done, Davis. Come on, Odebear.
Have a shot. Have a shot. Shoot.
I like it. I like it.
You don't mind that. I don't mind that. I'd rather that than see us pass it around and lose it.
I'm glad it didn't fly over the bar as well. You know, make him save it.
Get the pressure on here. Get the pressure on. Let's go, Benjamin.
Davis. Good.
Come on, Marad forward. Show us how to do it. Good ball into Simmons.
Good touch.
Good touch.
Palinha.
Switch that out wide.
Good
Here we
ball.
go. Now get
Out
in the
wide
box.
to
Cross
Porro.
this ball. Come on, Wilson. He leaves it to Porro. It's a shot. Oh, my God.
Porro continues what he's been doing all season, hitting it either into his man or not.
What is it? 128 crosses this season,
Yeah,
one
one of the
assist.
worst
I mean,
crossers
it's
in the league.
mind-boggling.
He went from the best crosser in the league to the worst crosser in the league this season. And ironically, under a manager that loves crossing.
Make it make sense, Jacko.
That's the other funny thing is that you would think he would get better under Thomas Frank with the crossing because he loves crossing so much.
I think someone's trying to sabotage me. Some little thing's gone into my eye. Take that down.
Oh,
Well
what
done,
a
Matisse.
touch.
What a touch.
Ref, he's got a handful of them. Well done,
Absolutely.
Tell.
Eat that, Matty Cash.
Ooh,
Get the pressure on here. Get the pressure on here.
See, they love playing those. Yeah, they're so good at those little
Oh,
combinations.
great challenge.
What a challenge
go on,
from
keep that
Mickey. Can he get there?
Oh,
Yes,
come
he
on,
does.
Mickey.
What a maverick.
Come on, Mickey.
Oh, keep
Come on,
going, kid.
Mickey.
Take him
Hey,
on.
Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Put the ball in. Archie Gray, not a bad ball. Matisse.
Tell.
Please get a shot off here, kid.
Have a hit. Have a hit.
Cut in and have
Have
it.
a hit.
Lay it off now. It's not on. Oh,
Well done,
well done.
Pedro.
Danzo. Into Gray. Good turn. João Paulinho. Can we get someone on the overlap on the left here? Thank you. Ben Davies. He looks to whip it in early.
Yeah, good idea. Just overhit. Good idea.
I'll take it. At least there's a bit of intent there. That's all we're asking for, innit? Take him on next time. Wilson says that. Absolutely. Tyler, honestly, sometimes when you play as much as Pedro Porro has over the last couple of years, sometimes, you know, when you're that tired and that used, sometimes when you go to strike the ball, you just don't. Do you ever have heavy legs, Tyler? You go gym and all, and you know, and that. Do you ever just get heavy legs where some days they just can't do what you want them to do? And I think that we're at that point with Pedro Porro. Jack probably definitely gets heavy legs with the amount of running he does, so we'll ask him. Right now, though, it's Archie Gray on the ball. Looking for Spurs to push up, looking for options here. He's going to have to take a lot of the responsibility dropping deep for the ball. Good
Palinha switches it wide.
Get that pass and map out, Carragher, you dick. Danza, on to Gray. Come on, Archie. Moves on to Mickey. Just go on a run. Just take everyone on. Simmons. Cycling it back across. Wilson Oliver so free if Archie can pick that. He can't. Simmons might be able to, though. And he does. And he does.
Finds Pedro.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's great weight. Back to
Well done, Kev.
Get it in, Porro, all the time in the world.
He's got Odebear. He could play it in the box. He's got Odebear making a run, and he goes backwards.
Tyler was saying what's happened to Pedro Porro, Jack. I was saying, you know, the amount he's being used. Do you think there's an element? Oh, 1 second. Ben Davies puts it back across. Oh, it's a
unlucky
corner kick. Do you know the way Porro's been used nearly every game for the last 2 seasons
Yeah, he
non-stop?
could
Do you
have
think it's a
fatigue.
case of heavy legs now at this point
Could
for
be
him?
fatigue of more the
Yeah.
mind than it is even the body at this point. He's just played too much football.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely a lot of fatigue there. Pure white kit is gorgeous, says on RS for Sarah. It is very nice. Hopefully we honour that today with a good job and a good win. Tyler says, I miss Aurier. Honestly, as bad as things gets, that's one idiot I do not miss. Tyler says, yeah, when I play too much tennis, I start to play shit, so it makes sense, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. So you get what I'm saying. Fair play to you. I forgot you're a big tennis head, actually. Are you watching the Tennis World Cup that's going on at the minute? Good ball. Well cut out. Someone put in a challenge. They're just popping it around.
Davis
like
again. Another great challenge from Davis.
Simmons. Driving. Good cutback. Laid off from Matisse, you greedy fucker. Good
Another
ball
good
by
ball.
Shao again.
Palinia.
Oh, Matisse!
Struck it
Oh,
well.
he just
didn't
flashes
actually
it
get it on
across.
target. If that's on target, that might have been dangerous.
Yeah.
Got enough
It's
power
good
behind
from
it.
Tottenham. It's a good start, though.
Well done by Xavi Simmons. Good
building our
ball
way
from
into the game.
Joao Palinia.
Again, Matisse Tell getting involved nice and early.
Oh, unlucky Odebear.
He's got the Stone Island jacket on. Thinks he's a hooligan at the away game. He's not. He's just a normal person put on Stone Island. He thinks he's a hoolie.
Get the badge in.
That's a real thing, isn't it?
Ben Davis is probably one of the only ones who's actually made the challenges. You know, we keep missing our challenges, but Ben Davis has actually been able to get stuck in more than once this game.
There we go. Good pressure yet again from Ben. Ref? Oh, I mean ref.
Okay, he's just allowed to just stomp all over Joao Palinia.
Deal with that. Well done, Danzo. Well done.
Clearance
good
from
touch.
Pedro.
Has Richie even touched the ball yet? Can we even get him on it?
I remember he chested it earlier and it just fell to no one.
That little sort of 4 or 5 Villa playing around the midfield and the back line, it really is causing Tottenham problems in terms of getting pressure on it. How long are we going to watch this for before someone just goes over and, like Roy Keane said, just hit someone to make yourself feel better? Can we get some pressure on it? How is he being left so open down there? It's embarrassing. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's poor clearance. Don't let him keep it in. He's gone out for a corner kick. Tara says, when will Frank be gone? Sadly, I think Lewis family have ulterior motives, think they're playing 5D chess and see what we can't do, see what we think they can't see what they're doing, which we can. But unfortunately, I think they're going to ride it out with Frank till the end of the season, till they get a valuation they want. They're looking to sell. That's why we're seeing the lack of investment this January.
Well, the more they keep Frank in the job, the lower the club value is going to be.
See, that's the thing with Enoch, though. They haven't built it on squad value or anything. They've built it on all their property, bricks and mortar value and everything else, if you know what I mean. The hotel to come, everything else. Oh, it's a shit ball to Richarlison. Still, though, he could at least realise it's not making it and turn around and fucking compete for the thing. He's got a big bulb on top of his head. You can't miss him, and he still can't get anywhere near it. Aston Villa have turned this into over 35's fucking walking football.
Oh my God, just 2 passes straight through the midfield.
Don't let him. We're 1-0 down already. It's shocking. It's just too easy, 3 passes.
3 passes through the midfield, completely unchallenged.
Not one player making it. Not one player making a challenge. We've been screaming about that from minute one, getting challenges in on the football, and we're just standing off them, allowing them to play through us. It's fucking embarrassing. And then this defending here, I think it is. I think Danzo gets drawn towards Marlon and allows the runner in behind. But again, where's your right back? Where's Pedro Porro coming in and filling in that space and defending? It's fucking shocking all round. It's just they've done this time and time again. Slow it down. One pass into them. One player sitting before. One player sitting in between four Spurs players. Not one has the nous to go and get him. And then Archie Gray just gives up on the guy as well. That's shocking from Archie Gray, actually. Mickey Van de Ven. Danzo Porro gets done way too easy. Archie Gray just gives up. Look, see Archie Gray, though. He stopped. Why is he stopping there? Look. Why did he stop? Oh, my God. You can't do that, Archie Gray. You've got to keep going, at least try and put him under pressure. By him stopping, you've just allowed him a free effort on goal. Porro gets absolutely bitched by Marlon. I'm sick of him being ragged around like a rag doll. He needs to fucking get in the gym and bulk up a little bit. But the worst part is the defender makes a pass into the midfielder. 4 Spurs players sitting there. Not one of them goes and picks him up. Not one. He's just sitting in between them. Give me the ball, turn and pass. No pressure on him. It is a joke.
Why is it, though, that 3 passes like that can just be played so easily through the whole team in the midfield? It's almost like it was a cone drill or a training drill for them.
Yeah.
It was just completely unchallenged. It's like no one was even there. Like a training exercise for them.
And I don't want to see them bitch and moan if they get booze after the game again either.
Watching that replay was disgusting, actually.
It's disgusting.
How easy
That's exactly
that was.
why they get booed. In fact, we should sit the squad down inside the stadium, bring all of us fans in, put up images like that and say, that's why you're getting the heat you're getting. Clowns. FA Cup and it's already ruined 20 minutes in. And again, it's another easy move between the midfield. Archie Gray is just a passenger in there at the minute. He can't even get around. Now he's looking around, throwing his hands up. Don't you dare.
Yeah, but again, though, like for Thomas Frank to be labeled as this like amazing tactician by all of his fanboys, like that's the one. Even I know this about Villa. That's how they play. They try to play it through the midfield every time. They look to make these little passing combinations in midfield. That's how they try to break you down. It's how they try to hurt you. They play it very quickly through midfield, and it creates really good moves when it works for them. But you have to be aware of that, and there is a way to try to challenge it and stop it. And it just seems like the players have no idea that's actually how Villa tried to build out, which to me asks questions of this manager. Like, does he even know this is how they play? Because it's so easy for them.
And VJ Paradine says, toxic rant, boy. Good luck. If you want me to sit here and praise that and say, well done for standing there and just allowing them to watch through, go and find someone else. That's not me. I'm never going to do that. I'll hold these people to account. Sick of this narrative. Someone else was in there at the pre-match build-up. Just support. Just clap. What does it do? Fucking support. I turn up every single game despite the shit they put in. Every single game. I think I've missed 2 games on YouTube over like 4 or 5 years. And people tell me I'm toxic, this, that, and the other. Get the fuck. Put all my time and effort into this. For what? For this bollocks? You can't even take a throw-in. We can't even do a throw-in.
Yeah, we're only good at long throw-ins. Tony Yolo saying this guys are depressing to watch. Thank God for the NFL playoffs. An excuse to drink. Tony, I mean, that goal was one of the most disgusting ones we conceded all season. Just how easy that was. Those 3 passes that they played through midfield, just completely unchallenged. It really did look like a training exercise for Villa. Like they were playing against under 21s or something like that, just working on how to build out from the back. It was that easy for them. It was almost like one of those drills where you're not allowed to even make a challenge. You know, you're supposed to sort of just be there, look like cones, basically. It was that terrible.
He's giving a free to Villa. Now
that's the softest foul ever, ref.
Oh. I mean, what is Porro doing?
How is Daniel Mallon as well, just able to take 2 touches like that? Again, so many times this game, these players are taking 2-3 touches around 4 Spurs players, and they're going completely unchallenged.
Mickey Van de Ven is going ballistic at Porro. Simmons is fighting with someone after that goal. It's disgusting. But like even with that goal, right? Why does Porro go with him? Have they never heard or even been coached about passing on a player so that gaps in behind you don't happen like that because you're drawing out position? All Porro had to do when Malin was running in centrally, leave it to Danzo. Stay in your position. It's absolutely mind-boggling some of the basics that just aren't happening. It'll be interesting now to see what mentality and fight they show from this position now, because there's a lot of pressure on these guys.
So far, they've
Archie
created
Gray.
absolute zilch.
Zilch. Nothing.
And Villa practically score on their first attack.
Van de Ven. Someone get free for the ball. Stop hiding. Well done, Xavi. Great. This is all we're good for.
Just Richarlison.
Oh, Richie.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Richie's gone with a hamstring now. That's him for the next 4 years. That's him done. Oh, God. It's just getting worse and worse and worse.
Completely unchallenged, Richie has pulled his hammy. He's not even sprinting, though, Richarlison. That's the other concerning bit. He wasn't even really sprinting that fast. Granted, when he runs, he looks like he's in quicksand whenever he runs. It didn't even look like he was in full sprint.
VJ, I'd also like you to understand football is an emotional game. So, to sit there and say process disappointment like adults, it's an emotional game, football. So, and again, I'm not going to tell you how to sport, but you're certainly not going to sit there and tell me how to fucking sport either. Armless Potatoes says players are faking injuries now to get out of here. I hope that's not the case. Tyler says, let's get out the tactic board.
Oh, they're taking takeout orders again.
Let me ask you, though, VJ, are you happy with what you're seeing? You happy with what you're watching? If you are, I can understand your point of view.
Just let him go back to his rainbow world of cotton candy and pillows and unicorns.
But the problem I have is when ex-players come out and speak the way we do, does he go after them the same way? I bet you he fucking doesn't. Anyway, forget about him. I'm not dealing with fucking
let him go back to
that
his
think
world
everything
of
lives in rainbow
sunshine
world
and lollipops.
Yeah.
Well, he's walking off just fine, Richarlison.
It's the hamstring, though. It's gone. Well, he's walking off fine.
And again, I've said that about the last 3 injuries, and they've all been out for months after I've said that. Bergvall, Bentancur, Kudus. I did say, they're walking off just fine. Then they end up actually having 3-month injury timelines.
You won't see Richarlison for ages. Moani getting warmed up to come on. Big up Patrick Thomas. Good to see you as well with Victoria. Victoria Robinson, good to see you. So when the game's finished, guys, we're just gonna go. We're going off to process our disappointment like adults. Good luck, idiot. Anyway, Danzo. Come on, Danzo. Into Porro. Let's go. Come on, Pedro. It's a ball over the top. Can Wilson get there? It's just over here. Kevin Danzo wins the header. Yeah. Half an hour in, guys.
30 minutes in, and the only chance we've had is Matisse Tell's shank of a shot. Actually pathetic.
Yeah.
This might be another
Well, we had the one.
0.0. This
We had the
definitely
one.
is a 0.0 XG game so far.
We had the one shot that went straight down the keeper's gullet from distance as well. I'm not sure if that was
No, that's true, yeah.
Pellerin or either, but that's it. It's been very lackluster.
Maybe now Dane Scarlett can get some game time, says Toniola with a super chat. Well, Cole Maloney on first.
Yeah.
Oh!
Again.
Man, no one can get... How is no one getting onto that?
Oh, well on, Kevin. Go on, Wilson. You got to travel. There's no support. You got to travel with it. Well done. Picks up a throw, and that'll do.
But even there, just earlier, how did no one get onto that dangerous pass by Villa?
I know.
It's just a step behind.
Intensity, Jack. It's just lack of intensity. No one switched on.
A yard behind everything.
And you think they would have been hurt by the FA Cup exit by these lot last year. Moani, good hold-up play. Go on, Wilson. Don't send them down.
There's Johan Lange looking bored.
Oh, what's he even doing? Like, transfer window open, we can't get signings in. What's he even employed for? I mean, he's got such a... Oh, I'm not even going to say it. Frank on the chewing gum, chewing excessively already. Oh, my God. Again, they're doing it again. Just waltzing through the midfield. Just waltzing through Tottenham again here. Kevin Danzo stop it? No, it's too easy. Gets by him. Good clearance.
Good clearance from Van
Davies.
Or Davis, sorry.
The only player that actually seems to see switched on right now. It's bad when you're saying that. It's another ball in towards the back. Can Davies deal with it? It does. Aston Villa corner kick. We need a tactical change of some sort at halftime or instruction change because this just is not working.
Need a managerial change at halftime.
Peter says he needs another Prozac. Have you got enough to go around, lad? Dan Coy says, evening, Dave and Jack. Just can't believe the first thing I saw, a goal down then immediately. Richarlison clutching his hamstring. Well, to be honest, Dan, you haven't missed much. We've just watched Aston Villa pass it around the back and just have us at will. There's a severe lack of intensity. We've barely even, in possession, we can't do anything either. It's shocking. Whatever you're doing beforehand, you shouldn't have rushed home. See if we can actually defend this here now.
Push out, Joao.
Danzo. Good header. Right, let's get something
Tell. Good touch. Good hold play by Tell. Oh, come on.
Oh, well done.
Oh, my Lord, man.
Holy shit. Oh. We just have a vigil or some, like, do like, I don't know, something different. Like, say some Hail Marys or something, Jack, whole church or something.
Should do a vigil at the football ground saying football was once played here. At one point, there was football being played here by a Tottenham Hotspur team. Not sure when, but it was. Because, geez, man, it's just awful to watch.
35 minutes in, and all we've done is watch Villa pass around the ball and no Spurs player get near him.
How many times have we even crossed their halfway line?
This has to be one of the worst halves of football I've ever watched in my life. Even Ireland have more possession than this, and that's bad.
It's not even like Villa have really created a ton either, but it's just been all Villa so far. It's not like I can give ourselves any credit. It's not like we're really stifling them, but Villa seem to even be playing at sort of 50%, and they're still just passing rings around us.
Well, according to Ovley, they've had 60% possession, which is about right, if not more.
Yeah, it feels almost more. Well done, Paulinho. Oh, Colo, make the run, man. That's the right idea.
Yeah, make the right idea. It's just an overhit pass, but it's the right idea.
Well, he didn't make the run. If he ran for it, it'd be there.
Also, it's this system out of possession where Simmons doubles up as a striker with Mawani. Fuck that. Send Mawani up to press, send Udabur to press, send Tell to press, and send Simmons to press. Send all four of them after it. Not just two of them sitting in there like planks waiting to be passed around. It's disgusting. The whole system setup is wank. I'm not
But they
surprised.
just bypass us
Our
so
coach
easily.
just
They're
sounds
able
wank.
to make two very vertical passes so easily.
Oh
Oh,
no,
Lord.
Jesus Christ. Got away
It's
with
just
that
they're
one.
able to make two very direct, very straight passes through our midfield with no challenge whatsoever. And it's very obvious to the Villa players. Like, it's not hard for them to try to break
No,
through us.
not at all.
That's the worrying sign, is that it really takes no creativity, no genius at all to break through that two-man front. We have two guys pressing up front, and then they just bypass them every time with a little slip ball between them. It's too
Or
easy. Oh my
or
god, we're just seeing Joao Polina getting megged like that right there.
or
Just
another
again,
one is
some
they
of these
just pass it
passes
out
they're playing
to.
through us are so easy.
Or another one, the centre backs just pop it out to the winger or the full back and out they go because there's no one on the press. Our wingers are dropping back marking their wingers and the full back's sitting there marking nobody. It's fucking shambolic.
Seeing Joao Polina just getting megged that easily with a pass like that, it's just worrying.
Most other teams in the Premier League employ a man-to-man press, bar Tottenham Hotspur.
We can't even we've been so woeful out of possession. You can't even talk about us in possession yet. That's how terrible we are. We can't even win the ball back.
Ribsy says tactics just need a few tweaks, like basically take the whole thing out, put it in the dumpster, and then start again.
Seriously.
Fixed.
Set it on fire.
Scoot Reacts is spot on, Dave. Was just looking at that.
What's really concerning is it actually feels like Villa could just pass it amongst themselves this whole game, and they would go unchallenged. We're
But
not even getting close to the ball. We're not
no,
even getting close to them.
they're getting into our box with such ease without any pressure, any tackles flying in, and anyone even
Like
anywhere near them.
like watching under 14s versus Villa. Like, they actually are passing rings around us right now. No problem whatsoever. It's like watching Tamworth versus Pep Guardiola's team or something. Like, we can't even get close to the ball.
No, it's embarrassing.
The only time we win it back is when they get pretty much in our box.
Honestly, I'd take the commemorative kit off them at halftime. They're not worthy of it. They're not worthy of it. They just aren't. They don't represent the history of this football club. Take the kit off them. They don't deserve it. And who's that Robbie Savage looking fucker shouting instructions? Get back in your
That's
seat.
their set piece coach. Good clearance from Danzo.
But again, who's there? No one. Because everyone's sitting inside the box. Fuck me, I'm sure Frank would roll out some studs and some boots if he could and sit in the box as well.
Slow Jamrod saying Villa are almost playing like they have more players than us. Exactly
But
what
look,
I mean.
look, see their fullback right there now, right? Look at him. There's no one there. Good pressure
block.
from Moani.
Win this, please.
Well done, Zhao. Now get it out, Greg. Good ball to Wilson. You got space. You got to go, kid.
Oh, Wilson, man.
Shift the ball
out for a corner.
Cross it. Shift the ball, cross it. Create
Take him
half
on
the
there.
yard,
Don't cross it in. Take him on.
Even that. But if he's going to cross it, give yourself half a yard. It's something that's existed in football and has been coached for fucking decades. What you don't do is just swing the ball straight off the guy in front of you. You create a yard, you create that crossing opportunity. Or, like you said, have some balls and run at the guy. Matisse Tal, please give me a good delivery. Mickey Van der Ven, we need you more than everybody.
Sean is declaring he's become officially Frank out. Yeah, it's shocking to watch, Sean. Come on, Denzo!
Oh.
Don't tell me he's injured now.
Only now, Sean, to be honest with you, I'm surprised you got so much patience, my man. Fair play to you.
This game is really...
It's a shocking
honestly,
header.
Sean, this game really feels like Villa have been playing with more players. I completely agree with Slow Jamrod. That's how clueless we look. Tactically, out of possession, in possession. It feels like an under 14s versus Aston Villa side.
Yeah.
That's ours, ref. That's ours, ref.
Open up the body, Davies. Open up the body. Open up the body.
Joao's got to show for that, though. There's an obvious angle for Joao to show for that, and instead he hit behind a player. Get it to Van de Ven. Van de Ven, take on every single Villa player. Just
go with it. Also, can we stop this mucking around the back and actually get the ball at feet of players that actually fucking can try and do something? Actually try and break them down. All I'm seeing is Archie Gray sitting between the two centre backs and just taking touches, rolling it back to him again, again, again.
Well
There
done,
we go, Xavi.
Joao.
There we go, Xavi. That's more like it.
Play it. Get rid of
Fuck
it.
it. Good
Come
ball.
on,
He's in.
Colo!
He's in.
Come on!
Colo. Colo. Oh, he's off, is he? Fuck you, Lino. There's no VAR, is there, either?
Late? Did he play it too late? I did say he almost need to get rid of it sooner.
You did, to be fair.
Yeah, he's off. Fuck
he's just off.
I don't think that's on Colo. I think Xavi had to play that a lot sooner.
But we need to get Xavi on the ball more. He done that single-handedly, brought it out from the back line up to the forward line. Agree with you. Could have played it earlier, but we need to get him on the ball more. He's the only one that can play it, that can make something happen here.
Tony Yolo from earlier saying, can we get Ted Lasso as interim?
Honestly, I'm at that point.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm at that point.
Last few weeks, I've been pro-interim manager. I just don't see how it can get much worse than this.
We've got Q7 member for 16 months. Big up, my man. Really appreciate the longevity. The support says, remember when we had Tillemans type who can pass a ball progressively in the middle?
Wow.
The good old days. The football IQ levels are embarrassing. Absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. Some of the decision making, some of the, it's just all basic.
Even the pass that Joao Polina couldn't even make there. I mean, you would scream for a Tielemans in the team because the fact that Joao Polina can't even make a 7-yard pass there when we had a good breakaway.
Problem is, Q7, everyone's overcoached now. Everyone's overcoached to the minute detail. There's no thinking for yourself, problem solving for yourself. That's why when things go wrong, you see them sitting there scratching their head, looking at manager. And when you're looking at Thomas Frank for answers, we're rightfully fucked. Big up, Q7. Let's see if we can get a good delivery here, Jack. Let's see if they can give us something to scream about before halftime.
Any day now, Pedro.
He doesn't even know what to do with it, I don't think, here.
Are we taking... Oh, my God. We took 20 years just to play it sideways. What the hell? Well done, Tell. Well done, Tell. Do it on your own, kid. Why did we take 20 years just to do that? Come on!
Please! Oh, my Lord. Danzo. Anyone but Danzo on the end of it. Anyone but Danzo.
He's had the two best chances, Danzo, and those being none.
But to your point, why are we taking... We're 1-0 down. We take 20 minutes to take a free kick to move it 5 yards
Referee was waiting on us. Referee almost was about to card Pedro for time wasting.
I'm sick of the sideways.
We're a goal down, and it felt like we were time wasting there.
I'm sick of it. I can't handle it anymore. I cannot handle it.
Pedro's just having like brain fog.
Please, Denmark, just call for Thomas Frank. I'm begging you, please take him home. Take him out of this game altogether. I'm sick of the guy. I can't take it any longer. I'm done. I'm officially done. I can't handle it. Go on, Smith.
Oh, my Lord, ref. He's got whole hand of him there. He's taken both his arms out. He had two pieces of Xavi Simons basically in his pocket there. There's no way you've not given a foul there.
Oh, can everyone stop dropping off and go and engage the ball? Everyone's just dropping backwards. Go and fucking engage. I need a cigarette. I really need a cigarette. I'm going to fucking die.
How is the referee not giving a foul there earlier, though? He had like both Xavi Simons' arms like pulled behind his back. He was spinning him like a rag doll, and the referee's not giving any foul there. It's out wide to Pedro. Oh, my God, Pedro. Take him off. He's been so shit this season. I don't get it, Tyler. He's lost all the ability in the world, Pedro. He can't even make a simple pass anymore.
Honestly, I know people say smoking kills, but I think Tottenham's going to kill me quicker. And again, we're just passing around. It's too easy. Yeah,
Oh,
another
the
free
easy
player.
ball into the box.
Another free player in the box.
They're completing
Another one.
4 or 5 passes in our own box.
It's disgraceful.
Feels like, again, they're coming up against mannequins, training cones. And then we just pump it long to no one.
Oh, because the striker, we don't have a striker. He practically plays the centre midfield. That's why. It's embarrassing.
Leighton Evelyn saying the boos are loud. The boos better be loud at halftime. I don't see how you couldn't boo after watching this.
VJ, don't cry now when you hear a boo either. You melt.
Oh my God, Tell. No one can complete a simple 6-yard pass anymore. Don't back off him, Davies. Don't back off him, Davies. Fuck off.
Oh my God. Well, that's the game done.
Gone. Everyone's backing off. Every single pass is far too easy for Villa. We look like we have no idea what we're doing in possession, out of possession. We look absolutely dreadful.
Frank has to go.
It looks
today.
like
All
Villa
these
are
players
playing at
played
20%.
confidence.
It feels like Villa are playing at 20%. If they actually started trying, it feels like we'd be 4-0 down. I don't even feel like Villa are even trying at this
No,
stage.
they're not. It's they're playing walking pace, Jack. They're not trying. It's just too easy for them.
Michael, earlier, sorry about that, Michael. He's saying this game watches like a Premier League team playing a non-league side,
Yeah.
classic FA Cup side. That's why I completely am on the same
Jack
page
said
with
that.
you, man. Feels like a 14-year-old team coming up against Aston Villa.
Where's the engagement on the players? How many touches do they have to have in the box before someone actually gets the nous to go and fucking tackle somebody? Look, 3 players there integrating with each other. And
I've said this 20 times, and I keep repeating myself. It actually feels like a training ground game. It really feels like Villa aren't even trying. It feels like Villa aren't even trying.
Right, I'm calm now.
It's almost like we're not allowed to engage. We're not allowed to put in a challenge. We're not allowed to get close to them. Like we're sort of helping Villa work on their passing patterns, work on their development. Like it feels like it's all sort of like a training exercise. This is shocking, man. If anything, too, I actually feel like Villa, if they wanted to, they could probably just hold on to the ball the whole game, and we wouldn't even get close to them.
Well, they won't even be instructed to go after them. They're just sit in your shape. Just sit there. The shape that doesn't work.
Even when we do engage them, they play 2 easy passes just right around us.
I mean, look at the amount of empty seats there. That's embarrassing. It's a big 6 club. Look at all them empty seats. Fans there already heading, pissed off, moaning, groaning. Look. Every single one of them. The kid's afraid to put up his scarf. Look. The kid's terrified. Someone shout out, sit down. Matisse Tell. He's just sitting far too deep, and everyone's just standing there watching them battle. Everyone.
Appreciate you, Michael. But yeah, I noticed I was on the same boat as you, and I was noticing that from pretty much minute 10, minute 15, that it actually feels like we are literally a non-league side coming up against Aston Villa here. But to be honest, the way it's been out of possession, it actually feels like Thomas Frank had no idea how Aston Villa play. We are far too easily getting breaking down here that I'm not even too sure how much of it is actually players. I think the players have stopped running for him, have stopped playing for him, and it feels like we have no idea how Aston Villa actually play. It's that easy.
Yeah.
And then Dropkick Your Teacher saying kids were meant to commemorate. Instead, they're sullying it. This team screams of mass outgoings if Frank stays. Enoch needs to wake up.
You know,
need to get the manager gone, Artist T. This is absolutely embarrassing to watch.
Did they want to save the season? He shouldn't even be in charge for this FL Cup game. Let's face it, he shouldn't even be here today.
Halftime.
Shouldn't even be here today.
The boos should be louder. The boos should be louder.
Guys, I honestly, I don't know what to say to you. Honestly, it's just absolutely shambolic.
You could argue this is one of the worst halves of football we've actually seen for them. I mean, we've seen some of the most shocking football I've ever seen from Spurs, and this actually feels like the AS Monaco game, or it feels like the Monaco game if Monaco actually had the shooting boots on and they were able to put 2-3 past us, because we have not even gotten close to them. We haven't even put a finger on Aston Villa this game. It is that shocking to watch. I just have no words for this. I
It's
don't
it,
even know what
it,
to say. It's just we are so far behind. We are not even a yard off them, not even a pace off them. We are not even playing the same sport as Aston Villa right now.
Well,
This
it
is
sums up
shocking.
where the club is at, though, Jack, right? We're wearing a commemorative kit from the 1901 FA Cup success, and this is how we're going to represent that. This. It says everything about it. In fact, take that fucking jersey off every single one of them
Seriously.
players. Not one of them deserve to fucking wear that jersey, that is steeped in history. Take it fucking off them. They do not deserve it. Send them out in the normal shit kit that Knight give us and let them go out and perform if that's the way they're going to play. But they should not be putting that in here. So clearly that hasn't inspired the players. And the players, don't get me wrong, some silly mistakes. Both goals, we just allowed them to pass moves like a training exercise. The first goal was absolutely shambolic. The centre back into a midfielder. If you go back and watch it, we got four Spurs players sitting up, one here, one here, one here, one here, in a box. Villa player sits himself in the middle, takes the ball, gets turned, pumps it forward, and all of a sudden they're in on goal. Then you're looking at Pedro Porro. The guys beat you on the inside, pass him off. Let Danzo go and engage with it. Nope, he follows him. He reverses it back into where Pedro Porro's supposed to be. Archie Gray gives up. Doesn't even bother trying to put the guy under pressure. Down 1-0. Second goal, you think we learned from our lessons? Nope. Back off, back off, back off, back off. Don't engage all the
Seriously.
way into the box and allow them to go and score. I'm absolutely fed up with it. Yes, we can sit here and I'm going to sit here and the players deserve to take a lot of blame. But these tactics are absolutely fucking horrendous. We are the home team. It's an FA Cup. You've got nothing to lose. And this guy is, again, set up not to lose. And every time he does that, we lose. And when you set up not to lose, 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose. There is no patterns of play going forward. When we're in possession, everybody's clueless. The person that's had the most touches this half is Archie Gray. And that's because he's sitting between the centre-backs, moving it side to side. When we get free kicks, we don't even put it in the box anymore. We move it side and we take 20 minutes to do that. And then out of possession, the way we're set up is absolutely disgusting. We set up with Simmons and Mawani or Richarlison as a 2, and then all they do, the centre-backs, is rotate it between them, pop it out to the full-back, and you're thinking, where's our winger? Our winger is being instructed to come in and make an extra midfielder, even though you've already got fucking 2 and 3 in there. So then they just pop it down out the wing, and they're out. It's absolutely horrendous. And every time they've touched the ball, how many moves have you seen this half of them just passing it around to a free player? And where are the Spurs players? Running backwards, running backwards, running backwards, running fucking backwards. At what point is Frank going to instruct these players to start going and fucking engaging the ball, employ a man-for-man press? And it's already too late to do it now at half-time. This should have been done from minute 1. It is too late now to do this at half-time. We are 2-0 down and the game is done. And anyone that sits here and says, Dave, you need to have hope. When was the last time we've managed to muster a goal, let alone fucking 2 or 3 goals to go and win a game? When was the last time we've come back to go and win a game? This is done. And at the end of the day, what I'm seeing is a lot of players that are just completely void of all confidence whatsoever. No confidence in what they're doing, no belief in what they're being asked to do, no confidence in the manager, no confidence in their own technical ability. That's why you're seeing 5-yard passes go astray, because the pressure has gotten to absolutely everybody. And then when you look at that and how bad things are going, the only person you can look at right now for an immediate fix is getting fucking Thomas Frank out the door tonight and bringing someone else in to try and pick up this squad. That's the only hope we've got. Like you said, and I was initially against it, Jack, but the only hope you have is bringing in an interim just to sort of pick up this squad. A Harry Redknapp that comes in and reminds the players what they're actually good at and start believing in themselves again and stuff. It's absolutely shocking. And it all stems from what the manager's asking them to do, the messaging. And then you go and read, something that came out there from the pre-match press conference. Thomas Frank says that he would like to see social media fans, again, going after you guys, even though we're still here watching this fucking shit, or journalists, trying to manage the current squad at Tottenham Hotspur. I would like to see guys on social media or you guys experience that pressure. It's not easy. You're at a fucking Big Six club, you fucking twat. Well, how do you not understand what pressure is? How do you not understand you're going to have this sort of scrutiny and stuff? It shows that he was never prepared for this job in the first place coming in here. And I am sick of him scapegoating the fans every time things go wrong because we put pressure, because we put standards on them. You're seeing it replicated with players out there after games coming over, offering fans out for fights and everything else. At the end of the day, we're the only ones that uphold the standards in this fucking football club. We are not going to sit by and tolerate and happy clap you a game after game after game when we lose and in the manner we lose. At some point, someone needs to step up with some cojones and start showing some fucking fight and stop blaming us for absolutely everything. I'm fed up with it, Jack.
This is one of the worst performances of the season. It might actually take the cake for it because we have not even gotten close to any sort of level to be able to even challenge Aston Villa to even make this respectable. It's crazy. It feels like they're at walking pace, Aston Villa versus us at the minute. Tony Yolo saying these guys are giving up on Thomas Frank. You can tell. I'm feeling that way, Tony. Just the way that they're moving, sort of how disjointed they look. They don't seem to have any clue of how we're supposed to be challenging Villa. Any of these passes that are going through the midfield, we're 2, 3, 4 yards off of them. It's become so easy for Aston Villa that I am wondering if whether the players even believe in what they're doing anymore at this stage. I'm getting to that point, Tony Yola. I probably already was at that stage, to be fair, a few weeks ago. Ribsy85, member for 53 months, saying, yesterday I had emergency dental surgery. I'd rather be back in the chair getting my tooth pulled out again than watching this second half. Hopefully it went okay, Ribsy85. Sounds like if you're with us, maybe it went okay enough. But yeah, I'd say get some laughing gas, put yourself back under at this point, get some sort of another surgery, maybe get some veneers or something like that, Ribsy, just so you can get yourself away from the TV at the minute. And then we also have Daniel Larson saying we are becoming the new Everton in the way that we are slipping down the table and just in all aspects. I do agree, Daniel, but it's avoidable. The way you avoid it is actually bringing in a good manager, someone that can get the most out of these players. I refuse to believe that these players are as bad as they look right now. I refuse to believe it. We look like an under 14s team at the minute, and we have real seasoned internationals in this team. We have Mickey Van de Ven, a world-class defender, can't even get close to the ball. Kevin Danzo, a top-level defender for the likes of Austria, can't even get close to the ball. Pedro Porro, as shit as he's been for us this season, he still starts week in, week out for Spain at the minute. We're seeing top players make to look like under 14s in this game against Aston Villa. At some stage, I have to look at the manager and feel like that he's just simply not getting the most out of these guys. And it seems like he's drained all confidence of them when they're actually out on that pitch right now. It almost feels like we're going to need to call for a mercy rule at this stage, Daniel Larson. And then Chris, member for 49 months, crazy some of the milestones that you guys are reaching. And he's saying, we are so bad, it's unreal. Another loss incoming. Hashtag Frank out. Another loss incoming. I'm not even becoming upset anymore. Well, Chris is usually kind of the best when it comes to rants and when it comes to sort of his blow ups. But if he's losing all energy for it, that's not a good sign. Chris, hopefully we get to talk to you on a fan show, my friend, and do appreciate the longevity of support. And then Shawnee Maddox saying Frank will be sacked and Mason is going to be coming in tomorrow. I'd take an interim at this stage. Not Ryan Mason. Please, not Ryan Mason.
Honestly, it's that bad. I take it, Jack.
Dave wants Chirpy in, it sounds like. Shawnee Maddox, not even Ryan Mason at this point. He'll take anybody. But yeah, Sean, I've been on the interim train a while ago. I understand it's not ideal. It's not easy. It's kind of embarrassing at this stage of the season to even be talking about it that way. I just don't see how it can get much worse. It feels like we're just being outplayed by every single side we come up against, every single team we come up against. We look like we're just getting dominated. It's too easy. Even like the Crystal Palace win, I think we all are going to be honest with ourselves. Crystal Palace should have won that game. The last 10, 15 games under Thomas Frank, we have just been absolute second best in every single one of them. It's been shocking to watch, man. And then Levy gone. I saying I wouldn't even sack this prick. Make him earn his millions by being the dish pig in the kitchen. Utter humiliate the worst coach in history. Don't deserve a massive payoff. He is going down the Nuno route in that it's really no better than it's like if we had left Nuno in charge and just sort of let it keep going on and on and on and on. It kind of feels like that, to be honest. Levy gone. I mean, Dave, I think Thomas Frank, I've said it for a while now that he has to go, but I really do feel like I don't think we're coming back in the second half, but if it just continues to go this way and it does end up being a 3-0, 4-0 type of result, they have to, they have to smell it. They have to see it, the board. They have to get him gone.
I'll be honest, I would be surprised if there's no murmurs of sacking him at half-time like they done with Martin Yole in Europe that time. It's that bad. Like, no matter what happens in the second half, this guy has to go. He just has to go. You can't keep starting games like this. You can't keep respecting and fearing the opposition. We're not Brentford. We're a top 6 team. Everyone goes on about the quality of the squad, this player, that player, everything else. I get it. Of course, squad needs improvements. But no one wants to have the argument that maybe the last 2 managers we've just brought in are nowhere near good enough for a club this level, and are nowhere near good enough to manage players of some of the ilk that we've got, like your Van de Veens, your Romeros, your Xavi Simons, your João Polinias, players like that. You know, that they're better at getting more out of crap players than what they are some of our best players. You know, and I'm not being funny, but, you know, when you look at the situation now and you analyse it, Jack, if there was half the squad performing and the other half weren't, that's when you go after the squad. But when nobody's excelling, that's a manager issue. That's a system issue. That's an instruction issue. He's not inspiring the players. You can clearly see that. But why has it gone on this long? Everyone has to ask, why has it gone on this long? Considering the Lewis family, when they ousted Levy, came out and said they wanted to get this club back to where it should be, which was picking up, cups every decade and competing for honours. When we sacked Ange Postecoglou, the rhetoric and the stuff in the statement was, so we can go and compete across all 4 competitions. Okay, how's that gone? Bounced out of the League Cup at the first stage. Bounced out of the FA Cup, looks like tonight at the first stage. 15th in the league, and potentially is going to get worse if you keep this guy in the job. And we should be inside the top 8 right now with the way the Champions League fixtures were, with all the easy fixtures at the start. We made a bollocks of that, and now all of a sudden we're scrapping with 2 difficult games to go to try and get inside that top 8 to avoid a playoff round. And to be honest with you, does anyone expect us to go any further once we do get into that playoff round and bounce on? No. So, you know, at what point do you look at the managers and just go, they're not good enough for this level? And then, you know, when you look at Lewis family, why is he still here to this day? Daniel Levy would have had him gone October, like he done with Nuno. The reason why Frank is still here is because they don't have ambition. They have an ulterior motive, and they're looking to get what they can out of it this season. At some point, oust Daniel Levy from his shares in Enoch and look to sell on and make an absolute fucking fortune. You know, they tried to disguise it when they kicked Daniel Levy out, that this is going to be a new era, and it was Daniel Levy holding us back. I always made the case, we can sit there and blame Daniel Levy for everything, but I'm a bit dubious on this, because at the end of the day, he did operate under their model for how long? And then you come into January in desperate need of help, and you're watching other clubs go around sign players, and we bring in a 19-year-old from Brazil that is his first season in senior football to come into this shit show that we've got currently right now. So where's the ambition? And that's why I do feel sorry for Frank in that regard. January window's open. He's called for reinforcements, just like other managers have. Where the hell are they? But at the end of the day, he hasn't justified anyone. He hasn't justified or motivated anyone to go and give him them reinforcements. It's clear they just want to get this to the end of the season and do what they want to do with the club. There's zero ambition. This season is over. It's done.
Just time to get him gone. Get him gone at this point. Levy gone. Get him gone. And Dropkick Your Teacher saying, as bad as it was last season, it wasn't this dire and bleak. Frank and Enoch can do one. If the theory about Frank comes true, then there should be fire and vitriol. We will sink even further because of them. What theory about Frank, by the way, Artist T? I'm just curious on that.
Because I'll see if I can.
Maybe if you can clarify that in the chat for us, Artist T. Just want to see what sort of you mean by the theory. I imagine the theory is true. I'm not maybe too sure what you're referring to. Let me see if I can find it in the chat there. But, I mean, he is sinking us like a stone right now, my man. He is sinking us like a stone.
Like, the argument was with Ange, we're not going to finish 17th. This guy's took us nearly there in the space of fucking 5 months.
Yeah, he's fast-tracked it. He's made it even worse than what Ange did. He did follow up by saying, we cannot stick to the end of the season with this guy. It will get worse. That's where I'm at, man. This is why I think the interim manager has to come in. I just think at least you stop the bleeding a little bit with an interim manager. It's not going to get that much better, but surely we'd at least challenge teams just a little bit more. We would lose fewer games. We'd at least give, the fans occasionally, something to get behind, some performances that actually we can at least enjoy our weekends with. I just don't see how it can get any worse than this, man. I really don't. So maybe that's what he meant, Artist T. Completely agree with you there. Just going to take some other comments. Tango Bin Al-Sheed saying Frank the Vampire. This manager is shit, says Daniel Larson. Frank out, half the players out. Enoch out, says K32. We also have Scotty Hynum. Good to see you, Scotty. Hopefully everything's all right with you. Limpy Down Under saying, I would take Mason. I would take Dave. I would take Davies. I don't know. Just sack this fraud, please.
Everyone wants him gone. There's not one person left behind this guy. Not one. I'm reading the chat there going on. Everyone just wants this guy gone. Everyone's reached boiling point. If this guy continues and he's allowed that West Ham game, and by the way, if they turn us over next week, that's the game that they need to gather momentum to put us into a relegation battle. He better be gone fucking tonight.
Just also too, like I think even at this point, people who probably still think that the players need to go, I think we can all shake hands and just realize that this manager clearly just isn't good enough. Even
But
if
the
you feel
point
like the
though is
players
that
aren't good enough, there's no even reason to debate that sort of thing anymore. If you think the
every
squad isn't
manager,
good enough, someone could do a better job with this group of players. Someone, like, it can't get this bad. We
but
aren't this bad. We actually look like training cones, mannequins out on the pitch today. Someone could come in and do a better job than what Frank is right now.
the thing is, my whole lifetime, Jack, supporting Tottenham. You know, Tottenham have always brought in young players. Danny Rose and Aaron Lennon out of the Leeds Academy. Gareth Bale out of Southampton. Kyle Walker out of the Sheffield United Academy. Luka Modric from Dynamo Zagreb. You know, my whole lifetime, we've signed players like this. But a good manager has, like, what I'm saying is not every manager has had a perfect squad at Tottenham. There's always been holes in it my whole lifetime. But a competent manager can cover over them cracks. You know, it wasn't so long ago top four was the remit. What's the remit now?
We got so stuck in the rant. I think the game has gotten kicked off again.
It's got to be a yellow, ref. That's got to be a yellow on Xavi. It's got to be a yellow. Give Tillmans a yellow. He's pulled it back a counter. Oh, my Lord. He's letting them away with it. It's embarrassing. Oh, guys, where do we go from here? Where do we go? We are so bad. The old lad says the midfield, no engine room and everything else. Honestly, I might go and put on my Ange Postecoglou box and socks just to make myself feel better. Fucking disgusting, this shit. Unai Emery's walking out 3 minutes late. He doesn't even give a shit about this game. It's that easy.
He probably was
He sat in
taking
there
a
having
shit.
a big. He sat in there eating McDonald's secret menu that's recently released.
Probably was taking a shit. He probably was in the tunnel with some of the fans having like a kimchi roll or something like that. He's probably just like,
Smoking a
well,
cigar.
might as well just, this game is far too easy. Might as well just enjoy some of the hors d'oeuvres at
They're
the
in
Tottenham
London. He's
Hotspur
probably getting the
Stadium.
party started. He probably had a fucking martini in one hand and a cigar in the other. They're going out tonight.
Yeah.
Another overhit pass. Yeah, 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 yeah. Honestly, it's getting to the point, guys. I don't even know how to speak to you anymore, front this anymore, or try and
Yeah, neither
come
do
up
I.
with
I'm at a
reasons.
loss
It's
for
getting to
words for
that
that
point. I'm
bad.
just at a loss. I'm just so bewildered now.
I'm in the same boat. I'm struggling to articulate just how bad we are.
That's the word, articulate. Spot on.
I'm
And
struggling.
again,
I'm struggling to articulate anything.
no man for man press here. None. Just sit off. 2-0 down, no problem. Let's just sit off and allow them to pass around the back and waste valuable seconds. Absolute donuts. No changes in the system or tactics at halftime. Frank he's 2-0 down, and this is how pragmatic he is. He's 2-0 down, and he can't even take the handbrake off the team and just say, go for it, guys. He can't even do that. He will sit there with this until 70, 80 minutes, 85 minutes, and then go, let's throw on a second striker and let's go for this, guys. Muppet. 2-0 down, and he can't even tell the team, he can't even take the handbrake off. It is embarrassing.
Get rid of it, Archie. Oh my God, Vicario. Jesus, lad. Can't even clear the ball right. Vandal Ross saying, I give up. I'm so tired of watching this crap. I don't blame you, Vandal.
They can't even give the carry-off fucking commemorative kit. Can't even get that right. Can't even give all 11 a commemorative kit. Well done, Danzo. Now just lay it off. You've done your job. Thank you. Here we go. Come on, Wilson. Oh, my Lord. I'm going to have to move to Seattle, Jack, and start sleeping on your time. Just sleep through these games from now on.
No,
Oh, my
Poro.
God.
Poro.
Please.
Lad,
Haul him off.
you
Bring
need a
on
break,
Jetsman.
man.
Haul
You
him
need a
off.
break. Get
He
get
needs
this
to be
man as
sent.
far away from a football pitch as possible. He's been shocking this
Joe
season.
Lewis needs to take him out to Barbados for a 3-4 week break. He's just fatigued. He's shattered. He can't do anything anymore. He's played nearly every game for 2 years running because of squad problems and stuff like that. He's just absolutely tanked.
Tony Olo saying he's trying to preserve the goal differential, guys.
I know, yeah. And that's the sad thing. He'll point to, because he's going into self-preserve mode now. That's what he's going to do. He'll point to that when he goes to other interviews. You know, he'll blame Tottenham for everything and go, but look at my goal record. Look at, you know. He's also gone into self-preserve mode. When you start going, well, I'd like to see fans and journalists managed you know, under this pressure and stuff like that. He's already gone into self-preserve mode. He's already blaming everyone else, bar himself. No accountability, no responsibility. And then you wonder why we see these players go out there and take none, and then they're berating fans. You know, they're going, you need to be loyal. Idiot, they're sitting in the seat that you're going over to them right now. Is that not loyalty? You dumbass. You know, but when there's no accountability from the manager, we see that reflected in the playing squad. Blame everyone else, bar yourselves. Oh, how is he so free? Tyler says someone check Poro's gambling accounts.
Seriously.
Simmons. Good ball into the feet of Davies. Give it back to him.
Good ball by Tao.
João Paulinho, move it across to Wilson.
Please,
Or
Pedro.
Porro.
Terrible touch.
Oh, my
He let
Lord.
himself down with the touch. Good
Oh,
challenge
João.
by
Bang
Joao
it. Simmons!
Simmons. Good effort.
It's better.
Dave, good effort.
See what happens when you get stuck into them? It's much better. Good effort. At least it's gone on target.
Back post.
Van der Ven keeps it alive. Ben Davies.
Tough ask there.
He's had more chances than our strikers had today.
This has once again probably been one of our best players tonight.
Zhao does well to keep that one in there. Keep it alive. Ben Davies just
that's
gets
always difficult.
Yeah, it was rising. It was hard to get his foot leg over that.
And I can't criticize our defenders for not scoring enough this season anyways.
They say if you want to keep your, the shots down, you got to get over the ball, get your knee over the ball. But that was rising. That was nearly impossible to do there.
Yeah, he would have had to be full Zlatan in order to get that in the back of the net.
You'd have to be a giant.
And like I said, Dave, you can't criticize our defenders for wasting chances this season. They've been our best finishers.
You can't. I'm sure half of them are our top scorers. You look at the 5 top scorers, 3 of them are our most defensive players. Go on, Moani. Go on, Moani. Well done, Moani. Go on, Moani. This is a break here. We got to score here. Play Wilson. He does. Wilson! Yes! Come on! Come fucking on!
Come on,
Let's go! Fuck! We needed that.
Get in. Come on.
Oh, we needed that.
Great
Come
finish.
on, Spurs. See what happens when you go after them a little bit. Come on.
Was it Moani who played the ball into him? Great ball by
Moani.
whoever it was.
Well, Moani, it's great battling here. Look at this for battling. It's unbelievable. Brilliant. Puts him on his hole. And then Wilson Hotspur.
Oh,
he's off. No, he's on. The guy across there, dude. Matty Cash is keeping him on. Good strike from Wilson as well. That's not a free all day long. Brilliant from Moani. Lovely lay on. Wilson, it's a great
finish.
Strike. It's a great strike.
Oh! They were too caught up in the replays. We missed the shot on target there.
Oh, we're looking up for this now. Come on, Spurs.
Come on, lads. Take it into your own hands here.
I think this is the replay here.
Not sure. I don't think so. Was it?
No.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it is. Simmons. Unlucky.
It's a good effort.
He's had a couple of efforts now, Simmons. One more, he might score.
Pedro
Oh,
into
good ball,
Wilson.
Wilson, play someone. No, pull it back. Wrong option.
Oh!
Matisse! Matisse! Oh, it's blocked.
Blocked again.
Just lay it back to Davies.
Oh, well done.
Puts it across.
Oh, Gray.
Oh, unlucky.
Getting it launched.
Oh, no.
Well done, Danz.
Oh.
Well done, Big Kev.
Right, come on, Mickey. Travel with it. Out to Porro here. Porro on to Wilson. You got
Come
space.
on, Wilson. Take him on again, kid.
Go at him. Goes on the outside. Puts the ball straight into the keeper's arms. French connection at work. Yeah, it seems like they've had enough. They want to go for it.
Yeah, they're taking it into their own hands.
I look like Harry Scarf there.
Nothing there, ref.
Don't let them kill the game now for a minute. Go after them. Keep them rattled. Do not stand off them. You do not allow them to slow this down and take the energy out of us. That's what Unai Emery is instructing them to do. Oh, Gray. Oh, Archie. At least we're back in it now.
Exactly, Morgan. He's saying, see, these players are shit, but not that shit. Exactly my point. Not as shit as people make them out to be.
No.
With a move like that from Kolomoani and Odebear, they can't be that shit.
But they're clear they have it in them. It's just, can we get them the ball more often instead of popping it around the back all the time?
Seriously.
King Hoddle doing his best to rattle the fan base here. Frank King joking, calm down, guys. Shawnee Malik says, regardless of outcome, Frank needs to go tonight. You're more Frank out than I am now, Sean.
Once Sean loses it, he loses it.
What world are we living in?
He's got a firm fist.
Come on, RKM, get after that. Oh, well done, Zhao. Good pressure. Archie, good ball into Simmons. Wilson, please find Mawani. Please find Mawani. He's begging for it. No, Mawani.
Hey, Mawani, man. You're so selfish.
He's begging for it. He just gave you one in the exact same
lad?
position a minute ago, Wilson.
What are you doing, man?
Oh, that was the chance to go. You just got to feed Mawani. He's begging for it. He just gave you the exact same one a second ago. Oh, that's the youthfulness in him.
So selfish.
Why are we just standing there? Ball's in play. Can we move? What are you crunching on there, Jacko? Sounds tasty.
I muted it for the viewers, not for you. Sorry. I'm eating some.
Sounds tasty.
Some M&Ms, some peanut M&Ms.
Oh yeah, Jack. Oh yeah. Nice. I do love a bag of M&Ms. We've got Eddie Joker says Frank will get away with murder tonight. Nah, he won't. No, Frank's not getting away with murder from the fan base anyway, at least. Fans are holding him accountable, to be fair, Eddie. Wilson Odebear. It's not a bad ball. Mawani. Go on, Mawani, in again. Someone follow up. Right, turn it over. Let's go again. Well done, Kevin. Right, Mickey van der Ven. Let's get a touch. Let's maraud forward now. All this space. Simmons wants it. Simmons is starting to conduct things here now. Good ball into Davies. Back to Simmons. Give it out to Tell now. He's looking to go at himself. Switches of play. It's a beautiful ball out to Porro. Porro skins his man. Oh, he's done well to get back. That's got to be a free. Spurs throw in. Malin getting pissed off. Spurs get it underway quickly. Into Mawani's feet. Lays it off to Odebear, and it's a poor pass to Xavi Simmons. Udeber's trying to win it back, though. Good endeavour by the kid. Matisse Tau trying to get the pressure on as well with him. Mickey Van der Ven, you can't allow him to take that down there.
What, Dontel? Oh, my Lord. Is he giving that as a foul? How is that a foul? It's one of the cleanest challenges this game. Look at this. Oh, my Lord, ref. He's falling over.
Shocking decision. 30 minutes, guys. Let us know in the chat. Do you think we're going to come back here? By the way, Eddie, good to see you. How are you keeping, my man? I know we miss each other a lot lately because of the time zones and stuff, but how are you keeping, buddy? But guys, let us know. Do you think we're going to come back? Tyler says, grow, parents, sub him off, Frank. Who? Parrot, I think you're thinking.
Yeah.
No. Come on, Davis, get back there. Don't let him
Top
shoot.
of the
Don't let him
box,
shoot.
Buendia. How is he skinning that many players?
Right, calm it down, Vic. Let's build this one from the back now. Just ignore Frank's instructions. Build it out. Thank you. Danzo. Into Porro. Porro. Good ball onto Danzo. Here we go. Come on, Kevin. Oh, referee, where's the advantage? Where's the advantage, ref? It's different. Where's this ref from? Non-league? Oh, my Lord. That is a shocking switch of play.
Well done, Joao.
Oh, well done,
done, Joao.
Play Simmons. Give it to Simmons. Matisse, tell. Oh, come on. There's opportunity here. Go at them, Matisse. Go on. Come on, Matisse. Slows it down. They want to move it out to the right-hand side. Ben Davies puts it back out to Simmons on the left.
And ball. Bringing on Sancho and Watkins.
He's trying to bring on fresh pace so that they can hit us on the counter with long ball.
Yeah, Watkins is probably better than Daniel Malen for some of these.
That's what's going to happen here. Kevin Danzo with the long throw. What I will say is if you give one of them the chances we've given Malen, they will score, though. Oh, it's a good long throw. Let go out for corner. Yes, come on. Right, let's go, Tottenham.
That was a good flick on by Mickey.
Sancho always kills us. Spot on, Tyler. I know Skunk works. I know. And the thing is, if we give them the time and space we've given Malen, they will put it in the back of the net. Philly have left all three players up here looking to play the counter from this corner. Ben Davies at the back post as well. So free. Is this going to be one of them overhit ones and look to get it back across goal? It is, you know.
Danzo.
It is, you know.
Oh, he couldn't read it. Danzo, he couldn't read it.
He's read every other header bar that one. Oh, it's so frustrating.
He's doing his best for Charleston impersonation by just not being able to read the flight of the ball.
They're getting their subs on. They're clearly gone counter-attacking this half. They want to try and preserve energy, I suppose. Going for the league title and that. McGinn's making way for Sancho. I wonder will they put Sancho up against Ben Davies here?
Yeah.
And then Donny O'Malley's coming off for Watkins.
I mean, can he walk any slower, Daniel Malen? Jeez, how long is he going to...
But again, where's the Spurs player coming over and pushing him off? Do you know what I mean? Get off. Helping him walk off quicker. You see every other team do that when they're chasing a game. Like if we're winning, let him take all the time he wants. Force him long here. Don't allow him to pass this out.
Win this. Well done, Joao. Well done, Joao.
Oh, it's beautiful. Lay it on. Well done.
Hey, come on, kid.
Simmons. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Lays it off to Matisse. Matisse. Get the shot off now. Oh, Ben Davies. He just can't take it in his stride.
Well done, Davis. Oh, unlucky.
We're knocking on the door, though.
Good work from Xavi Simons and Matisse Tell. Just Matisse.
Oh, well
Joao
done
Polina,
again.
another incredible challenge.
Simmons, time. Play Matisse. Oh, no, play him.
Matisse. Get your head up, kid. Get your head up.
Oh, kid, you're trying too hard now. Oh, you're trying too hard now, Xavi. It was just a simple ball. Keep it moving.
How's he giving a foul? How is he giving a foul, though? What has he done? He's giving a foul for that. He hasn't even touched him. What a challenge by Joao Polina.
He's put a couple of lovely challenges last.
Are we get a yellow card for that, Ref? Are we going to get a yellow card for that? Did you blow up anything for that? Plonk.
Guys, there's no point in sitting there in that shape. We got to go and chase the game. Fucking someone go put pressure on the ball here. Just waiting for Mwani to go and do it all on his own.
Archie, you can't let that through, man. What a challenge.
I think that was Joao Polina again with the challenge. Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's
getting stuck in this half.
He's a man possessed right now, Joao Polina.
Yeah. He's definitely Frank out, Joao Polina. He scores all these goals that Frank sees as low-scoring opportunities.
Yeah, we just need a Joao Polina bike.
Simmons dropping deep again.
Well done, Simmons.
Davis, play Matisse. No, just play Matisse. Oh, good ball.
Odebear! Oh,
please, Odebear. Mwani, please. Someone. Matisse, someone.
Odebear looked like he had it under control. And then he couldn't get the shot off. I don't know what happened there.
I think the ball might have got stuck under his foot when he went to pull the trigger.
It looked like he had a good first touch. How did that? It felt like he had a good first touch. I don't know what happened. Oh, fell for him there. Oh, Odebear. That was dangerous. Oh, I thought we were going to get a shot off there. Yeah. It looked like it was going to be a goal.
I don't allow him to do that to you, Van de Ven. Danzo, get your head up. He's so free and behind you. Oh, great
challenge. Archie Gray absolutely clatters whoever that was.
Is he giving a free here? Oh, my God. Oh, my God, ref.
Or is it Joao Polina who clattered into him? That was Joao Polina.
Brilliant, Joao.
He's a man possessed right now, Joao.
Yeah. Brilliant from Joao.
Just not even sure if he was given a card for it.
Ref, when are you going to ask him to stop having dialogue with you? I mean, Romero will be booked by now for that. Van de Ven's been booked for that sort of shit, and you're allowing Tillemans to sit there and protest. What's going on here? Where's the fairness in any of this?
Is Daniel Mallon going to get a one-match ban for walking off the pitch quite slowly? He walked at the same pace Romero was.
Yeah. It's a joke, isn't it? The suspension on Romero. It's an absolute joke. Again, ref, how long is this taking? This is 3 minutes now. 3 fucking minutes.
Come on, lads.
Goal kick. Come on, Tottenham. Vicario. Van de Ven. Good ball into Simmons. Lets it run.
Well done. Good hold-up play by Tell.
Can he get turned?
He's got a whole hand.
Good ball to Archie, or to Joao Polina. Ref.
Good turn. Oh, my Lord.
He's right, though. He's asking where the free kick is. I mean, if he's going to give one against him, he's got to give one for him there. Oh, no. That's shocking. Who's that? Danzo?
Yeah, that was Danzo. I didn't know what to do with it.
I suppose, yeah. There we go. They're
Good
under pressure.
pressure,
Come on,
Wilson.
push up. Push up.
Someone help him out. Oh, come
Here
on,
we go.
lads.
Zhao shoots. Zhao blocked. Oh, corner kick.
Oh. Is that the best
He's a
option,
man
though? Felt
possessed
like
this
maybe we
half.
should have tried to create a higher percentage chance there. I felt like
you
maybe
make
he
any
should have
change?
let that fall to Colo.
Yeah. 20 minutes to go. Would you make any changes, Jack?
I mean, the players have stepped up.
Yeah.
I would keep telling Odebear on.
It's a short corner. Matisse Tell straight into his hands.
Another bike.
Oh, good footwork, Zhao. He's just trying to pick up something here. Ends up losing the ball.
Well done,
well
Joao.
done.
Cleared away. Well done,
Don't
Danzo.
foul him, Danzo.
Come on,
fucking
ref.
hell,
That's
Danzo.
clumsy
Jesus
from Danzo.
Christ.
Too
That's
clumsy.
fucking stupid. That's absolutely
He's going nowhere.
stupid.
He's going nowhere. He's got no chance of winning that.
2 hands as well. I mean, right in front of the referee. What a brain dead fucker.
Come on, boys. Oh, no. Oh, what a clearance.
Clear.
Pedro Porro saving our bacon there. That was in. The one again, just one attack from Aston Villa, and they practically score from it. What a clearance, though, by Pedro. Come on, Vic, get it out. He's offside.
Oh.
He's offside. Again, really good hold-up play, though, by Matisse Tell. Colomwani has to do better there. He has to try to stay on. Look at this clearance by Pedro. Andrew Burnett saying we can't play like this every game. 100%, Andrew. That's what we're saying, man. That's why Frank has to go. But Spurs players seem to be putting some effort in. And the moment they've started actually trying and pressing and standing up for themselves a bit more this game, Villa have gotten rattled. We made it so easy for them in the first half that it's almost like we've caught Villa off guard with the way that we've been playing in the second.
Because we set up not to concede in the first half, you know what I mean? Yeah. And we went 2-0 down. It's madness. And that's the problem.
Good pass. Well done, Tell. Well done. Ball. Ref!
Oh, we're starting to lose away a little here. We need subs. We need subs. Well done, Porro.
Ah.
Frank, when are you going to instruct these guys to go out and start going after the ball? It's 15 minutes to go. You've got nothing to lose. It's a cup game. Can you please start telling them to go after possession?
Well done, Gray.
Ref, that's got to be a free. You've given them to Villa all game long.
Ugh.
Well done, great. Oh, your ball's just not falling for us right now.
Come on, Gray. That's too easy, man. That's too easy, Gray.
Need to get subs. The players are tiring. He needs to make subs. 15 minutes to go. Get fresh legs on so we can go after possession. We can't keep sitting in.
What a challenge by Mickey.
Was that Mickey or Porro? Yeah, it was another great
Mickey.
challenge there.
Come
Don't allow
on,
him to
Xavi,
shoot.
you can't let that through, man. That's the obvious pass.
Oh,
Why are you
Jack.
letting that go across you?
Get it underway. Let's go, Ben. Open up the foot and play it down the line. Good
Well done,
hold-up play once
Matisse.
again from Matisse.
Not a
Switch
good
of play,
switch,
maybe
though.
not there, but
Shocking switch play, but
I mean that looked like it was a fucking air balloon. That one, just coasting there. Porro, go out and engage. Oh, don't allow him. Don't
someone
allow him
help.
shoot. Moani, get your head up.
Good
Good ball
ball.
to Simmons. Oh, it's just over
Oh!
again.
Good
No.
positioning by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's great positioning, to be
Goalkeeper was
fair.
already out. I don't know what he was already doing all the way out there.
Why are we standing off them? Why are we standing off them, Jack? Just 15 minutes to go. We're down by 1. Go after them. When we done that, we scored our goal. Sitting in to conserve energy again, it looks like. To go after them maybe the last 5 minutes. Who's this Dane Scarlett getting instructions here?
What instructions does he really need?
Defensive instructions, Jack. That's what he's getting.
Pedro, that's risky.
Right area. There was no
Come on,
Aston.
Xavi.
That. Well done. Come on,
on,
Zhao.
wow. Sir!
Well done. That's a free. That's a free, ref. He's
Sir!
not giving it. Oh, my God.
Ref!
Well done, Davies. That's ours. That's gone up back off him. That's ours. And tell that little fucking idiot to get up as well.
Ref!
Dane Scarlett coming on.
Oh, my God. How many magnet boards does he need to be shown before he goes on the pitch?
I know. Looks like we're going 2 up top here now. It's looking like.
How many takeout orders do we need to put in before we go out on the pitch?
Domino's. Get your order. Just for good measure, why not bring out the tablet as well, Jack, and give him more?
He's taking off Matisse Bell.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Is he for real? He's the only guy that's been holding up the ball and playing people forward. Is he dumb? Do you understand that one, Jack?
I don't. I thought Tell was good.
Unless Scarlett's going up top, Mwani's going out left, but I don't understand taking off Matisse Tell. It's a brain dead sub, that. Can Dane be the hero, though? To be fair, he has played well whenever he's played for us. The few minutes he's been given. I'm just going to tell you to quickly, Jack. Be back 1 sec.
Seems like we've lost a bit of momentum. Well done, Colo. Find Xavi. Xavi looked off. He looked off. He looked off. He looked off. He looked off. Good finish, though, by Xavi Simmons. Porro got booked for a complaint. I mean, geez, lad. Like, all we do is just appeal for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and we get booked. When you watch any other team, they're booking or they're appealing for minutes. You know, they're holding the referee, they're touching him, they're giving him an earful, and you never see other players get booked for other teams. But it seems like anytime we talk to a referee, we get booked. I mean, what's he even done there, Pedro, that's really that out of line? He only talked to him for about 4 seconds. Come on, Colo.
Oh, the game's just stopping starting now.
You missed a date, but Xavi Simons was offside by about a foot, and they scored, but it was pretty obvious he was off by a little bit.
Oh, frustrating.
Good turn by
Simmons.
Xavi.
Good turn, Simmons. Go on, Simmons.
Get rid of it, man. Get rid of it. Get out of your feet. Get out of your feet.
It's got to be a yellow card, that one, surely.
Amazing turn by Xavi Simons there.
He's had a decent game today, Xavi. He's been at the heart of anything good we've done.
Just shows. I mean, you get the ball into some of these players' feet, they actually can make things happen.
Well, you look at it. Matisse Tel played for Bayern Munich 16, French under-21 international. Mawani played in the World Cup final. Xavi cost 50 million, starts for Holland as PSG, Barcelona to his name. Ude Burr plays for under-21s, you know, constant level. You know, Paulini is a full-on fledged Portugal international. Van de Ven starts for Holland. Paulo starts for Spain. Some of the top nations in the world. They're not bad players. It's the instructions.
Or they have to think for themselves, it feels like.
Oh, Danzo.
Danzo has not been great.
Been fucking awful.
Wow, Dominic Solanke making a return.
Oh, I'd love nothing better for him to score. Is he having a Colt there or an Actimel? He drinking an Actimel?
An energy drink or something. Or like a wheat juice.
Morphine for all the pain he's in.
Yeah, seriously. I wonder if that's what it is, actually. Liquid heroin. That's crazy. Solanke sighting. Where is Dom Solanke? Where's Waldo? Good header by Davis. Someone win this. Danzo, man on.
Thinks he's got an attorney on the ball. That's a yellow as well, by the way. It's in the back from behind. Jed Spence coming on. And Solanke.
I like those subs.
Bit late, maybe, you'd argue, but
yeah,
Poro's
probably
coming
a bit
off.
late. I agree. Probably a bit late.
Come on,
Poro
Spence.
was shocking.
Come on, Spence and Solanke. If we ever need anything, it's from you two guys now. I'm begging. Come on, Dom. What a way to return it would be.
Come on, Dom. Come on.
Come on, let's go for this.
Took off Odebear. I thought he would have taken off Colomwani.
He's taking all of his wingers, so who's going to supply the striker now? Do you know what I mean? These subs
that
are
one doesn't make
mind-boggling.
much sense.
Matisse Towels come off, Udebar's come off. Who's going to provide the crosses for the
I
striker?
don't know about that one.
Shocking.
I would have taken off Colomwani.
Take off a defender, go 3 at the back.
Yeah.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking. We got no one to supply these up front now.
Yeah, I don't see how we score now. I mean, we might be going even. Oh, come on, Xavi.
So weak ball, hard to grade that.
It wasn't the right option. Man on, Xavi.
Well done, Xavi.
Play him. Oh, you have a run down the side there, lad. Dane Scarlett wins it. Solanke!
Solanke, please.
Can't get out of his feet. Sir!
Just couldn't get turned to get the strike off. That's the lack of match sharpness, that.
Yeah, I couldn't get out of his feet.
No foul here now, Spence. No foul here.
What a
brilliant challenge from Zhao. It's fucking a cruncher. No way.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my fucking. Do you know what got that free kick? The screams of that little pussy on the ground. Poro's going mad as well. Dead right.
Tell what Poro said there.
He's fucking dead right. It's the screams of that little muppet that's gone down that's won that. He's not even hurt. He's just wasting time. It's an unbelievable challenge and he's stopping play for it. It's, oh my God, this referee's had a howler. You're not allowed to tackle anymore. Or sorry, Spurs players aren't allowed to tackle. They've been fouling us left, right, and centre, but they get away with it. The minute we make a challenge. Oh, and he's booked him for winning the ball. I do not believe it. He's followed through by booking him. Oh my!
Won the ball.
Lord. It's not even a free, let alone a yellow.
He's won the ball so cleanly. Just because Morgan Rogers falls over him doesn't make it a foul. Just because Morgan Rogers got crunched doesn't make it a foul. We're not going to blow that up, ref. He's put his head into him. We're not going to give him a yellow for that.
I hope we score. I hope we score and force extra time here because this referee's been a donut. And I'm starting to hate Aston Villa. They always beat
Game
us,
is
and I'm
so
starting to
gone,
annoyed.
man.
Yeah, it's so gone.
The
No
game is so
contact allowed.
gone.
If that's a yellow card, I mean, no wonder why Romero's getting suspended left, right, and centre if that's a yellow card. Now, I don't want to see us sit off. It's 5 minutes to go. Just put pressure on the ball. You've nothing to lose now. Well done, Danzo. Well done, Danzo. No, lay it off. You've done the easy job. Oh my
God.
Lord, Jesus Christ. Oh, he needs to go and repent some sins. That's shocking. Frank, instead of pointing where you want every single player to the dimension, scream at the referee and tell him to get on with the game.
Davis, stop. Can't be backing off him like
Well
that,
done,
Davis.
Mickey. Well
Incredible
done,
defending
Mickey.
from Mickey Van de Ven.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Did Davis' job for him there.
I mean,
you can't be backing off. And there's situations when you back off. That's not the situation where you back off. You don't just let him run at you like that, especially when he's got an overlapping player.
Vicario, don't do something stupid here. Thank you. Van de Ven. Any wingers? Any wingers to hit? Good play. Oh, my God.
No dumb fouls, Colo. That's a dumb foul. That's a dumb foul.
But that's how you know we have non-coach there. Davies went short, Solanke went in behind. They don't even know what they're doing going forward. Can the ref not see what Villa players are doing? Every challenge, they're going down for 2 minutes now. They're just counting down the clock here. Can the referee not tell them to get the fuck up? Don't get me wrong, it's smart game management from Villa, but Jesus Christ, the referee is just allowing it to happen here. Eight minutes, I agree with that. Probably more RDRS for Sire. Ah, it's too easy. Oh, yeah, ref. Go on. Make sure he's all right. Go on. Give him a kiss on the fucking cheek as well.
There you go, Colo.
Good pressure, Jed. Win this. Back to your keeper now. Not to Danzo there. Not to Danzo there.
Jed, that's a lazy pass, Jed. That's a very dumb pass. Well done, Joao.
Go on, book him for that.
Same
ref.
challenge he put in. Yeah, same challenge he put in earlier, ref. This time it isn't a foul.
Oh, well done. Good foot. Good feet. Ref.
Ref.
Ref. Ref.
Oh, my God, this ref.
Has he not given that? That's actually a free kick. It's actually a free kick.
This referee couldn't hide it anymore. He couldn't hide it anymore.
If the referee keeps going like this, he's going to incite a fucking pitch invasion at this stage.
Couldn't hide it anymore, this ref. Or couldn't be more obvious.
Danzo, good chest down. Let's get turned. Let's please one more goal scoring opportunity, I beg.
Oh my God, Jed. Jed, what are you throwing your arms up at, lad? That was to no one. What is Jed throwing his arms up at, man? That was to literally no one.
How are we ever supposed to come back when shit like this is happening when you're chasing the game? That's twice now. Both fullbacks have gone short and other players are running behind. Like, what are we working on here?
You need to get the ball away from Kevin Danzo, too. He's
badly.
Come on, Jed. Don't you dare, ref.
Didn't touch him.
Don't you dare, ref. Solanke?
That's not a free, ref.
Joao.
That's not a free, ref! That's not a fucking free, ref! was on that pitch, I would punch him. I would actually punch him.
He wins the ball again, though. Again, it's
He's just
Solanke
gone
that
down.
touches it. It's Solanke that touches it. How is it a foul when Solanke is the one who's touched it first? Someone assault this referee. How's 4 minutes? How are we only doing 4 minutes added on as well?
I know.
Only 4 minutes. How much time have they been wasting with fouls and free kicks?
And subs.
Even the referee's just telling him to stay down. Four minutes.
And since he's took off the wingers, by the way, we have no way of getting forward. It's shocking by Frank.
4
Absolutely
minutes.
shocking. Took off the wingers and killed momentum.
How many free kicks have been given this game? 4 minutes.
Not only the free kicks, but the rolling around as well, Jack. Frank's killed this game by taking off Talanoudabur. He's killed it.
Yeah, it's just been we've just
It's
been going
nothing since they come off.
we've just been going route one since he's put them on or taken them off, and it's just doesn't work. Go to your fullback. Oh, Davis.
Oh my God. Oh, holy, the game's done. We're done here. And the thing is, Frank's going to sit there and say, well, I brought on all the strikers. I went for it. Yeah, but he took off the wingers that supplied the strikers. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, he did what an 8-year-old would do.
Idiot. Just as you're getting momentum going forward, I know what I'll do. I'll take off the players that are providing the spark. What a donut. Good save for Cario. You've got no option but just pump this long. Don't bother going full backs. Bolt.
Get rid of it, man. Get rid of it. Get it out of your hands. What are you doing, man? Get it out of your hands.
Why not just kick it out of his hands? Why not just kick it out of his hands if he's going to do that?
Cario, man. And then the Cario, you wasted 30 seconds there. Oh, my God.
I don't want to see any more images of this idiot either. Please stop panning the camera to his unbelievable shit haircut as well. He's gone to the corner flag. Can we get two players over there? Oh my God, they still come out with it. It's...
Get it pumped long, lads. Get it out.
There's no option but to go to Vicario here and pump it.
Is the referee actually telling him to go backwards? How much?
Yeah. And the line.
Oh my God, ref. God. We can't do any. We can't even get away with anything. This referee would give us a red card just for crossing the street the wrong way. Come on, lads. Get it forward. Chavi, get out of your feet.
Good ball. Let's go, Jedi.
Come on,
Come on, Jedi. Please, Jedi. You got all the time in the world. Oh, my Lord. Oh, holy shit.
He's just going to go down, ref. He's just going to go down.
Why is Archie Gray standing there? Get stuck in. Clueless. Absolutely clueless.
Well done, Mickey. Center it.
It's got to go in. It's got to go in. You've got three strikers on the box, and we haven't put one cross in. Put it back in.
Man on, Kev.
Put it back in. Put it back in. Oh, my fucking Lord. Oh, it's still going. Okay. Thought the referee blew it there.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's game.
Oh, no.
That's game.
Yep, three players. Why not? It's game over. Just blow it up, ref. We're done.
Another loss at home. Another cup competition we're out of.
We're done. Season's over. Season's over. What have we got left? What enjoyment have we got left now? Dumped out of the FA Cup. But you know what? Frank killed the momentum in the second half. He absolutely killed it with his substitutions. Absolutely murdered the comeback there. You know, we were getting joy. We were going at the Matisse Tell, Udebur, Simmons, Muani. They were all starting to link up lovely. What does Thomas Frank go and do? Take off your wingers, put three strikers on. We stop going long ball once we put the three strikers on, and then we don't have the ability. I think we put in one cross right at the end when we put three strikers on. What the fuck is this guy doing? He has lost all remnants of any sensibility whatsoever. He took off guys that were providing the spark, the wingers that were providing crosses, to bring on three strikers, and we didn't put one ball in the box for them. He's absolutely killed the momentum there. He's absolutely killed it with his substitutions. He is such a fraud. He doesn't know what he's doing at this level. And it's got to the point, he's got that much tactics fucking running through his head. He's overcomplicating absolutely everything. I'm not being funny, but if I'm Matisse Teller or I'm Wilson Odebur, I'm coming out and putting out a statement tonight saying, why take me off? I'm absolutely fed up with it. His substitutions, first of all, it's just absolutely killed it. He's absolutely killed the comeback with his substitutions. The guy is an absolute fucking melon. Get him out my club tonight. I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. He couldn't even take the handbrake off to go after him when we're 2-0 down. He couldn't even take the handbrake off. Out of possession for the first 15, 20 minutes of that half. We're still watching him pop it around the back. He couldn't even take the handbrake off at 2-0 down. It's absolutely embarrassing. And then when the players just say fuck it and go for it, start mixing it up with them and ignore his tactics, then he starts taking off individuals that were providing the spark. He's absolutely killed it. Frank has lost us this game from his setup, from the very beginning, from when the instructions that he put out with this team, paid Aston Villa far too much respect. We find ourselves 2-0 down. We get back into the game and he kills momentum again with his substitutions. This guy is an absolute fraud. He tinkers too much with absolutely everything. And I said this from the very beginning of the season. He's not allowed one of these players to build up any sort of momentum, patterns of play, routine, understanding of each other's games. None, because he keeps making boneheaded fucking decisions. Get him out my club. He's got to go tonight. I'm not having any more of him. I do not want to see him in that dugout versus West Ham, because I can tell you what, with the way we are right now, they'll win. They'll get that spark they need, and they'll push us into a fucking relegation battle. But the fact that he came out in his pre-match press conference and again says any Spurs fans that question him, we're social media fans, by the way. We're not loyal. We don't turn up to these games. We're just people that want to go and moan on social media. And then he also says to the journalists that are now putting pressure on him, I'd like to see you manage in this environment. The guy has absolutely lost it. He's got to go tonight. Not one of these players are performing for him. And the reality is we could sit here and blame the squad. All of them, if not most of them, play for top international countries around the world. I'm not having it. The guy's a fraud. Get him fucking gone. Sick of him. No, I can't even see an image of him without wanting to punch him at this stage.
I'm done with him as well. Just taking off Tell seemed like a mistake. Even if he was tired, he was one of the only guys that was actually creating chances and moments for us. Same thing with Odebur. Odebur was the actual goal scorer at the end of the day. He was the one who was able to put away one of the chances for us. And having three strikers on, it's just two strikers on makes sense, kitchen sink, but you have to have somebody that can help out Xavi Simmons in being able to create. It just seemed to kill all momentum once he took off Odebur as well. And to be honest, just the setup from the initial get-go, the way we were looking in the first half, we looked like we had no clue, no idea, had no ability to even get close, to even put a hand on Aston Villa. From the get-go, we were going to lose this game by the way that we were set up by Thomas Frank. It feels like the players in the second half, almost just out of their own respect for themselves, especially someone like Joao Palhinha, seemed to almost step up their game a little bit more just so that they weren't completely embarrassed and just rolled over by Aston Villa. I'm not even too sure Thomas Frank did much to improve that second half, really. It seemed like it was more the players sort of collecting themselves and looking to maybe get back into the game just out of sheer individual will and individual quality. Like Joao Palhinha looked like a man possessed. Odebur as well was pressing all over the place, was doing quite well to get into dangerous areas. Same thing with Matisse Tell. It just seemed like the players more or less just start to step up just so that they could have some self-respect, really. And I can't really blame them for that. But from the get-go, it seemed like we were doomed from the beginning with the way that we were set up by Thomas Frank. He's got to go.
we hired this guy to compete across all four fronts. Premier
Tactically
League style,
inept this game. Yeah.
tactically inept, but we hired this guy to compete on all four fronts. Bowed out of the FA Cup first round, bowed out of the Carabao Cup first round, 15th in the league. I mean, it's a change that just has not worked. It
Yeah.
has not worked. It's not going to work. There's no stats out there that anyone can get behind that says if we keep hammering away doing this, we're going to turn good. We're going to turn a corner. None of the players are performing. None of them know. Look, none of them sort of really understand what they're being asked to do. And I think it's because it's overcomplication. To be honest with you, you seen Dane Scarlett coming on. He's sitting on the bench trying to get ready. Give him a minute to gather his thoughts. No, they're in his face with a fucking an iPad. Then he gets to the touchline, and Frank is there again with fucking magnets and everything else. I mean, honestly, if I'm a player, I'm going ballistic. I'm like, just let me go and play. Just give me the bare instructions and let me go and fucking play. I'm a footballer. I know what strikers do. I know what I'm supposed to do as I'm playing a winger and stuff. But everything is just so overcoached to the minute detail. There near the end, when Aston Villa are taking 5 minutes to get on with a throw-in, Frank's instructing his players, I want you standing here, I want you standing there, I want you standing there. When he should be berating the referee and telling them to fucking hurry up with it. The guy is absolutely clueless. He's not cut out for this level. He got lucky with Brentford, done all right with Brentford, but the reality is, send him back to Denmark. I guarantee he won't even fucking do well there. He is useless. He's absolutely useless. He has failed to inspire the fan base, so much so now he blames us after every single loss. He's failed to lift these players and inspire them and bring confidence into them. And he's also failed to inspire the directors of football to go and do any ounce of business for the guy come January. Get him out. He is useless. The guy walked out with a fucking Arsenal Cup against Bournemouth, for fuck's sake. Not intentionally, I get it. But it just goes to show that this job is way too big for him. That, I'm not being funny. He hasn't even... how long has he had the cup in his hand before he's even looked at it and stuff? If someone hands me a drink, I'm looking at it straight away. The guy is just absolutely clueless. He's a clown. Everything he does is clowny. Standing on the sideline, I'm sick of looking at him. Everything's so defensive. Everything sit in, contain. He got the instructions wrong from the very beginning. We watch Aston Villa have their will with us for 45 minutes. And every single game going into it, he constantly tells us how great the opposition is. And then when we lose, he tells us how shit we are. I'm sick of him. Honestly, he's going on like a Chelsea fan, an Arsenal fan, a Fulham fan, that West Ham fan, people that hate fucking Tottenham. That's what he's going on like, and I'm sick of him. I don't even want to hear a pre-match press conference from him. Sack him, give him his P45, and send him back to fucking Copenhagen. Useless twat.
Take this from Jerome here. He has to go now because we have nothing left to play for. Tactics were unacceptable today. I think, we were talking about these two games, Jerome, right, as being make or break for Thomas Frank. You need to pick up a win against Bournemouth to assemble some type of confidence going into this game, but also because Bournemouth are on an 11-game, winless streak, and then they ended up picking up that one win in 12 matches against us. Now they're only a point off of us, I think, in the Premier League, and Bournemouth have been on a terrible, terrible run of form. And then now we're really sinking like a stone in the Premier League. And then this was the one competition really left for Thomas Frank to try to sort of have something to salvage, something for fans to get behind, something for us to be optimistic for. That first half alone was sackable, it felt like, Jerome. There wasn't any sort of bad luck, any sort of feeling like, the game was against us or it just wasn't our day at the office type of thing. We could have easily lost this game 3-4-0 in that first half. Villa felt like they were actually playing at 20% speed, 20% capacity. If they actually almost put their foot down on the gas a little bit more, I think they could have gone well past us 3-4-0 in that first half alone, to be honest. I think we were lucky that it actually only was 2-0 at halftime, and then we could actually just sort of pull our finger out and try to get back into it. But that first half alone felt like a sackable offense, to be honest, Jerome. And now that he's gotten us out of both cup competitions, which were probably the most realistic chance of us being able to challenge for a trophy this season, he's done everything that he would, to get himself sacked, I think, at this stage, Thomas Frank. We have no hope. We have no semblance of hope in the Premier League. Us being able to challenge in the top 10 looks like a long shot, even if we're only 5-6 points off of it. We look like one of the worst teams in the Premier League right now under this guy. There's just no way, no hope of us being able to challenge in the top 10. We're out of both cup competitions, which we probably have a more realistic chance of challenging for. Definitely have no hope in the Champions League at this point. He just needs to go, Jerome. He just needs to go.
Look at Brentford. Look how far they've kicked on without him. They've got a rookie guy in charge who wasn't even consideration for the Republic of Ireland job. They've lost all their best players. And I think the biggest indictment is that a lot of the players we went after that were leaving Brentford wouldn't come and play under Thomas Frank. You got to ask questions why. And Buemo spent so many years under Thomas Frank. Why wouldn't he sign on for Tottenham? The guy that went to Arsenal, Damsgaard, again, another one. Why wouldn't he sign on here? Wisa preferred to went to Newcastle. Why did none of these players want to follow him to Tottenham Hotspur? You got to ask this question. You have to. And then when you look at Brentford, they're on course for their best season ever. As soon as this guy's walked out the door, as soon as this guy's left. And when you look at Brentford, they didn't put up any protests to try and keep Thomas Frank and stuff like that. But what drives me mad is, everyone got sucked into that. Frank was everything, was the whole of Brentford Football Club. He was the mastermind behind it. But no one done their research into the owner and the scouting model that he has put in place, what it's designed to do. And everyone credited him for developing all these players. They thought he was going to do that coming in here. What player at Tottenham has this guy developed? Absolutely fucking none. Absolutely none. You've got to question all these people then that started, attributing everything good that went on at Brentford with Thomas Frank, because they clearly didn't do their fucking homework. I'm absolutely fed up with it. We got sold a dud. Get him out of here. You've got to question why none of the players that left wanted to come and play under this guy.
And then also as well, we had Daniel Larson saying, I've never been so wrong in my life thinking Frank was good. He's absolutely useless. I mean, I think what a lot of people did, even myself included, in the first few weeks under Thomas Frank, like even if you weren't, I wasn't really originally behind the appointment. He was not even close to my top 2 or 3 choices. But once they did hire him, you try to give him a chance. You try to sort of at least see potentially the logic behind bringing him in. To be fair to him, he did start off in a pretty good manner. But since, that initial honeymoon period, it's just been absolutely woeful from him. The run of form is, I'm pretty sure statistically, I'm not even being hyperbolic, I'm pretty sure he's on a worse run of form than even Ange Postecoglou was, in his second season. Like, this is just not sustainable. He just has to go. And I think there are a lot of people in your boat, Daniel, where they tried to convince themselves that this was the right guy. They tried to get behind him. They saw what he did do at Brentford, where he was a pretty stable manager and keeping them challenging in and around the mid-table. The logic was, if he was given better players like he has at Spurs, that potentially he could be an even better manager and be able to challenge, a bit higher up in the league if he had better players. Unfortunately, he hasn't done that at all. He hasn't been able to hit the goals. He hasn't been able to step up or evolve at all as a manager. If anything, he's almost gotten worse, and he looks rattled at this point too. He really does. He doesn't look like a guy that's able to handle the pressure that comes with a big job like Spurs, Daniel. But I appreciate that you've said that, because I think there are a lot of people in your boat. I think there are a lot of people that tried to convince themselves, rightfully so, because you got to be positive when a guy first comes into the job. And then eventually you have to sort of ask the difficult questions. Is this guy really capable of taking us forward? And clearly he's not, unfortunately.
It's just everything he does just doesn't embody Tottenham Hotspur. The way he speaks in the press conference, the way he respects the opposition and everything else, some of the messaging he's putting out to fans from the very beginning. When he walks in here, we're off the back of winning the Europa League, he comes in and says, I guarantee you 100% we're going to lose games. Then he follows it up with, you can only expect 10 real good games every single season. Yeah, at Brentford, but when you're at Tottenham playing 60 games a season, you expect at least half of them to be good competitive games of football. All the messaging he's put out just doesn't embody what Tottenham's about. At the end of the day, Tottenham is about to dare is to do, which means you don't worry about who you're playing against or anything else. You go after them and you show some bravery and you try to do things in the right way, in the spirit of the way football should be played, the beautiful game. He is far too pragmatic. He doesn't play the style of football that Spurs fans want. He doesn't inspire anybody. The guy is just not a Tottenham manager, and he never was from minute one. And I tried to highlight it, and I got absolutely ridiculed, abused, and everything else. Well, when I tried to highlight absolutely everything about this guy, he just does not embody what Tottenham is about. You look at Pochettino, came in, wanted to play brave football. Harry Redknapp, Martin Jol, managers like that. They embody what the club is about. They embody what the fan base is about. They embody the motto. This guy is absolutely everything Tottenham isn't.
Just going to take some good comments. Ed Sweeting saying second half proves that there is actually more talent in this team than some people would like to say. Players dragged themselves back into that game single-handedly, but the first half is absolutely on Thomas Frank. We were cautious, we were conservative, we looked rigid and even scared to play. Exactly, Ed Sweeting. That's exactly what I've been trying to articulate about that first half. I think the second half was more the players just dragging themselves back into it, sort of out of their own respect, so that they probably weren't maybe pulled into the criticism, that Thomas Frank should be put under. Al Ben saying with Villa getting comfortable at 2-0 and the obsessive efforts from Palhinha was the only real reason that the team looked any better in
Yeah.
the second half. That's what I kind of mean. I think you could see just by Palhinha sort of becoming an absolute maniac in a good way in the second half, and seeing Tell and Odebear almost seem to step up in the way that they were playing. It seemed like more of the players just all of a sudden just sort of put their foot down and decided to actually, almost take the game into their own hands, take the tactics into their own hands, sort of go against maybe what they were initially instructed to do. It didn't really feel like there was much of a tweak or a change, by Thomas Frank. It just felt like more the players kind of felt like that they had to respect themselves, like stepping up and being able to sort of come out and at least give Villa a bit of a scare. And I think they succeed in that. I think we actually now have to look more at that first half, the way that we were set up, the way that the players were moving, the defensive shape was all wrong. In possession, we had no clear plan, no idea. That's all on the manager for me, to be honest. So I'm with you, Al Ben, and I'm completely with you there, Ed Sweeting as well. We'll take this from, believe it is Chopped Cheese. He's saying, your opinions on Gray. For me, he was too weak. Kid gets bossed around. He's shit. There have been games with Archie Gray where I've been impressed, and then there have been some where he does look every bit like a 19-year-old, and I think that's just kind of what we have to accept. You could say the same thing with Tell and Odebear. Like, they'll have games where I think they'll be amazing, and then there will be games where they do look like they kind of still need a lot of time. They need a lot of patience, and that's just what you get, when you have someone like Johan Lange, who's brought in almost entirely young and very unproven players. They're very talented, don't get me wrong. You could see that there's a high ceiling with these guys, but they'll have games like this where they will be a bit of passengers. I think Archie Gray in this game was a bit of a passenger. It felt like he didn't do anything in possession, and then out of possession, it's hard to do what Palhinha was doing, but there are very few times I actually remember Archie Gray getting stuck in any sort of manner during this game, whereas Palhinha almost was like a one-man midfield, both in possession and out of possession, especially in that second half. So it's one of those games where I think the game passed by Archie Gray. And it's not the first time I've said that with him. At the end of the day, though, there was only so many midfielders Thomas Frank had to pick from, so he kind of just had to pick Archie Gray pretty much no matter what. So I can't be too harsh on the kid, to be honest. I do see where you're coming from, Chop Cheese, though. He has games like this where it passes him by.
Actually, the fact you bring up Archie Gray, I was only telling Jack yesterday that, recently I went back to watch the Archie Gray video that I made at the time when we signed him, and a lot of the comments underneath, when I was saying this kid isn't going to be ready, he's not going to have an impact again, everyone absolutely abused me left, right, and centre, telling me how world class this kid is going to be. The problem is we overhyped him coming in. We put the expectations up there without actually seeing him in a Spurs jersey, and now that he's failing to live up to it, everybody's going absolutely mad. What I'm not going to start doing right now is going after Gray, Bergval, and all the kids. I'm not. They were thrust into this mess, and they were put in a situation and asked to sort of take us on a new level without really ever having the experience in the first place walking into this football club. Did Gray play well today? No. Near the end, Jed Spence is battling with a guy. He's cornered. Archie Gray standing off looking at him.
Yeah.
Get stuck in, fucking kid. We're losing. Get stuck in, turn the ball over, go make something happen. But you get that with these kids. When you're signing kids, this is what you get.
Yeah. Jacob Anderson saying the problem is that these kids need to be coming off the bench for the experienced players that have been around for a while. They shouldn't be used as the starting 11 because they just don't have the experience. Exactly what we're trying to say, I think, Jacob Anderson. And then Alvarez Fasare saying first half was Frank ball. Second half were the players actually doing whatever they wanted. This job is just simply too big for Thomas Frank. I completely agree. Super Yid saying that yellow for Palhinha was absolutely corrupt from the referee. I wish we were good enough to blame the referee. The referees have been shocking and don't help us out whatsoever, but I wish we were actually good enough to then sort of point towards the referee as an hindrance to maybe why we couldn't get the result we needed. But we're just so shit at the minute. Like, I can't even blame the referee that much, to be honest, with the results.
Look,
like, it's frustrating. I would absolutely have a rant about the ref, but I wish we were good enough to blame the ref for us not getting the result, is what I'm trying to say. AK Shags Dave saying, Glenn Hoddle said it perfectly on the commentary. Every Villa player had multiple options when they had the ball, and often those options were straight passes forward, let alone sideways. Spurs players have no clue where to go with the ball when they receive it. I think that's spot on.
I've been saying this for a long time. I've been saying this from very early on in the season. There's been no coaching on the attacking side of play. Frank left it too late. He misjudged the job. He thought he could come in here, set up defensively, and everything was going to be rosy, and we're going to pick up results like Brentford. Then all of a sudden, he realised and started panicking. Hang on. I do have to start coaching, forward patterns of play and stuff like that. And he's left himself no time to do it because we got a game every 3 days. So there's no time to work on it. He's completely misjudged this job from minute one. And that's why we're so lackluster going forward. And the instructions are basic. All the tactics he's given them is how we set up out of possession, how we try and contain the opposition, which, by the way, doesn't work. There's nothing, coach, going forward. Near the end, you got Ben Davies and Jed Spence both in possession. They both go short with a pass while the other two players are running behind. That tells me right there, players are just making it up as they go along going forward. There's been absolutely nothing coached. And I'm not saying you have to coach these guys to the nth degree, but at least work on patterns of play. That happens at Sunday League level, up and down the country, all over the world. How's that not happened at Tottenham Hotspur?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm not being funny, but this is how much we got fooled into it because of everyone's hatred for what went on last season. We hired the guy that when everyone was moaning about Ange and everything else last season. We bet Thomas Frank twice last season. Probably one of the only teams we beat twice last season. That's the guy we went and hired it. That's the guy we went and hired. Every other manager made Ange look clueless, bar Frank, and that's the fucking idiot we hire. Imagine that. You can't write it.
I think AK Sheck's comment, though, from Glenn Hoddle's commentary is spot on in that I said that in the first half where out of possession, it looked like we were completely clueless into what Villa was doing, and they actually scarily had so many options to play forward that they could just carve through us just any time that they wanted to. But then in possession was already, bad signs where it was just once again a team with Spurs where when they do actually get the ball, which is not very often, they have no clear idea of who they're going to play it to. That just no real patterns of play of any kind. And every Spurs fan has agreed to that this season, that there's no patterns of play whatsoever in possession. But almost the more concerning thing under Thomas Frank is that he was supposed to be a very good and solid defensive manager out of possession in that first half. Like I'm saying, it looked like Aston Villa, if they really tried, could have put 3-4 past us and the game would have been well and buried. And that's where I'm getting really concerned with Thomas Frank, is that the one thing he was already supposed to be really good at, that he built his foundation on at Brentford, doesn't seem to even be there with Spurs right now. We look defensively all over the shop and wide open. And I think it was pretty easy to tell what Aston Villa were doing, and we seem to have no idea. Jacob Anderson was putting this earlier. Thanks for being patient, Jacob. And he's saying, I'm so tired of coaches and players not having enough pride to come out and put in a shift. Where's the effort for the badge anymore? Everyone at Tottenham just is here for the wages. No one seems to even care about this football club. And then he put in at least a good follow-up that I think does. It's not like this is the standard we should be going by. We should be looking even higher than this. But I do agree with this, kind of when we think about what we had at least previously, was he was saying, at least with Ange, though, you felt like he wanted to actually be here and the players did actually want to play for him. And I would agree with that. Like, as much as tactically we were all over the shop sometimes from Ange, as much as like what Dave said, we pretty much just lost to every single team. There did seem to be at least more effort from the players. There did seem to be more togetherness from them. There did seem to be a bit more pride, at least what we were trying to do, or you even saw it the way they stepped up in the Europa League games and some of the cup competition games. There seemed to be at least more togetherness. Not saying that is something that's really worth over the top praising for, but at least it didn't seem as disjointed and as just dead and barren as it is right now, under Thomas Frank. Somehow it's gotten even worse, since Ange just left. Yeah. So I completely agree with that from Jacob Anderson. It doesn't really feel like they're even running for the manager or even for the club at this point anymore. It just feels soulless from everyone. Even Thomas Frank, he seems soulless. He doesn't really seem like a guy that's really that attached to being here. He's calling out the fans even sooner than Ange Postecoglou did, which is somehow impressive.
When you're calling out the fans, you don't want to be here. It's that simple, because any manager knows once you start going over the fans, you lose the fans.
Yeah. It took Ange a while to call out the fans. Whereas with Frank, he's doing it inside 3 months, like in the job. Yeah. That's the crazy part. Is Ange, it probably took him about a season until he started getting rattled by kind of the height of the job and the pressure of the job from the fans. It took him about a season to start maybe calling out the fans. It's taken Frank 4 or 5 months. It's absurd at this point.
He's looking for the sack. He's looking for his P45. Everyone knows when you go after fans, but what drives me even more mad, though, Jack, is there's no accountability with him ever in any of the post-match press conferences after defeats. It's always someone else's fault. And you see that replicated after games when players are going after fans and stuff. There's no accountability. A good manager takes accountability, pulls them players in down the tunnel, and also makes them hold them accountability. A really good manager also understands the fans are the lifeblood of this football club, and they're what will keep you in a job long term when things don't go well. That's why you butter them up. That's why you never go after them. But, Ange Postecoglou and Frank do, because they've never managed at this level. They've never had that experience. They don't understand it, quite frank. They don't have that nous. And, that's why they've been bounced out the door at the end of the day. Real good managers protect the fans. They never go after them. These guys think they can just go after us left, right, and centre. I'm fed up with it. Social media fans, splitting away fans, home fans, not loyal fans. So anyone that questions anything this Muppet is doing is not loyal.
Yeah.
It's madness. Get him gone.
Another good follow-up from Jacob. He's saying, at least with Conte, Jose, and Poch and Ange, you could at least see what they were trying to do tactically. You could tell that they actually cared about winning and inspiring their players. Yeah. Frank just feels like an interim manager. That's the thing with Frank, is that at least in the first stages of him, you could see that defensively, he potentially shored things up. At least it looked like he did. Set pieces, you could see the foundations. All of them are now gone. We don't even look dangerous from set pieces anymore. Defensively, we're all over the shop. And from the very get-go with him, there never seemed to be any clear idea of what we were trying to do in possession. Whereas at least with Jose, at least with Conte, at least with Poch, at least with Ange, you could tell what we were trying to do, either defensively or in possession for most games. There was a clear identity. Whether you liked it or not, whether you agreed with the tactics or not, you could point to what we were trying to do. With Frank, honestly, it's just like a shot in the dark if you're trying to explain what this guy's been doing, it feels like. So I think that's spot on from Jacob there. AK Shaq saying, I can't believe, or I'm so glad I didn't have to pay for ESPN Plus for this game. Unfortunately, I did, AK. Hopefully I get a refund from the from the club for it, to be honest. Tony Yolo, member for 1 month as a Flat Cap member. He's saying fans were singing "Sacked in the Morning" at him. He's got to go, man. He's got to go.
Aston Villa fans were also singing, are you an Arsenal fan? Do you know what I mean?
It's just embarrassing. I mean, surely Vinay, Johan Lange, I know it's his buddy, and Thomas Frank, but surely they have to just see the.
If your own fans are singing "Sacked in the Morning,"
they have to smell the coffee.
They have to smell the coffee. They wanted Champions League football for all the money and revenue that comes with it. They haven't been able to sell out a home game under this guy this season. A lot of games now, you're seeing empty seats absolutely everywhere. A good manager that's winning games or tries to inspire a team and a fan base will sell your stadium out. He would sell your stadium out. The reality is, people have the option to go to a game or go upstairs and shag their missus. And I'd rather walk up the stairs and shag their missus than go to the game. And most men would prefer to go to games and deal with the missus later. That's just the reality of it. That's how much football and this football club has a hold over us. But people would rather do anything different. Half of them would rather sit and watch Teletubbies right now or Bear in the Big Blue House than get out and support this guy. And it shows how bad it's gone that when this guy came in, 99.9% of fans, bar me, were happy with this guy and wanted this guy in the door, and he has lost every single one of them within 5 months. It stinks.
And then THFC till we die. That first half was sackable for all of them. The second half was better, but for Frank, he needs to go tonight. Come on, you Spurs. I think everyone's pretty much in agreement with you, Dermotron. I can't really see many people that are vouching for Thomas Frank to stay in the job. If there are people, feel free to give me any reasons why you think we need to be patient with this manager. But at this point, it seems like the majority of the fan base is well done. And I agree, Dermotron, the first half, it felt like I said the Monaco game, if not worse than that Monaco game, where we should have been 3-4-0 down. And it was, I think, in Monaco's case that they just had no shooting boots on whatsoever. I think that American striker missed 4 or 5. Vicario was unreal that night. I think their striker, Dave, missed like 4 or 5, pretty good chances. Today just felt like a similar game, but it was against a good team in Aston Villa, like a team. And to be honest, I didn't even think Aston Villa were really trying that hard in the first half. It really looked like they were playing at walking pace in comparison to us. They could, if they really put their foot down, if it really was like how they played against Arsenal or how they played against Man City, some of these sides, I think would have been a lot closer. They would have railroaded us. Sorry.
Well, that's the most concerning thing about it. They didn't even get out of second gear in the first half.
Exactly.
Themselves doing it up. You know, the first goal was done at walking speed, Jack. Walking speed. Like over 35's football. That's the most concerning thing about it.
And then Jerome saying, from his appointment, I knew and I told Dave that this club is just going to be going backwards. The club deserve where they are because they did not do their homework on the manager. They never learned, and they gave us a Nuno 2.0. It feels like playing out what Nuno had. Like if we just played out the Nuno season, it would have almost ended the way that it is right now. Like it just feels like noon all over again. But at least in Daniel Levy's case, he knew to pull the plug early. Sorry, Dave.
No, 100%. Look, at the end of the day, the manager's not good enough. But I also don't want everyone to get sucked into that. If you sack Frank, everything around this club is going to change. Ambition, yeah, you bring in the right manager, you will see performances pick up, you will see more results. But again, to what level? You know, with Frank goes, make no mistake about it, that's the Lewis family, because all of a sudden now a lot more noise is creeping up. Change for Tottenham have now put out a statement that they're going to protest about the ownership ahead of West Ham. So they will pull the trigger on Frank to try and evade the criticism. Once Frank gets sacked, which is the right thing to do, go after the board. Go after the board. They also deserve it. They have sold us a dud. Now, I get now, that some may say it's too soon. You got to give it a year to maybe see the fruition of the changes and stuff like that. But if they really wanted to change, they would have helped Frank out early January like other clubs have done their managers. And they haven't. Yeah. So when Frank goes, go after them as well.
Well, to your point, Jacob Anderson saying, I can't stand Frank right now, but also the board hasn't been helping either. Since they said that they wanted to challenge, they have signed a 19-year-old left back from Brazil. Where's the actual quality? Please buy experienced players. I completely agree, Jacob, right? They made a big deal of £150 million transfer kitty. They spoke in the fans forum about backing the manager, about showing more ambition this time around. They've tried their very best to, at least on sort of their words and what they've tried to put on paper, they've tried to distance themselves from Levy as much as possible. It doesn't feel like much is changing at the minute. They're not saying anything. They're not coming out and either backing Thomas Frank or saying that this, needs to stop. They're not doing anything to really behave any differently to how Daniel Levy would. It just seems like it was all talk from the get-go, but we'll find out. I think a crucial 48 hours, 72 hours really for this football club. They have to make difficult decisions here.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's going to be a tumultuous weekend, guys. And to be honest with you, I don't think this is the last time you'll see us this weekend.
Probably not. Just going to wrap up here, though, with just a couple more comments, and then we'll get on out of here, everybody. Smash the like button, please, if you haven't done already. I wouldn't give Frank any big money signing, says AK Shegs. Buy the players Poch wants in the summer, and then the season's gone. Super Yid said, oh, well, at least we can win the Champions League now. Mike Zappa saying, I would love to see an interview with Langa and Vinay and get their insights on today's game. They looked pretty abject, when watching that. So I at least hope that when they saw today's performance, that they would look at it as the sign at the end, pretty much, with Thomas Frank.
Actually, Johan Langer's another one that needs to go. He's sitting there in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium today. We've brought him in, and we've regressed because of transfers we've made. Why Aston Villa
spent 300 million.
Exactly. But while Aston Villa are sitting there progressing, getting into a league title race, progressing in the FA Cup and stuff like that, they're progressing since they got him gone.
I mean, it's just the thing. Johan, Spurs don't spend nearly enough money, but you do think about the money wasted. Like Johan Lange, he's brought in a lot of talented young players, but he hasn't brought them in on the cheap. He spent well over 300 million since he's been here. He spent more than Paratici ever did at the club. And then you think of the players that Paratici has brought in, at least in comparison, in terms of experience, some young players as well. He had actually a decent mix there, and he fixed the academy. He fixed a lot more than Johan Lange did in the time that he's been here. I think Johan Lange, I think, has been around as long as Paratici basically was, in charge. And look at the difference in what's happened since Johan Lange has come in. And also, just look at Aston Villa. Since Johan Lange has left, Aston Villa have been flying. And since he's gone here, Spurs have only been sinking like a stone. It's just not a coincidence at this point. King Hoddle saying Vinay's a bloody politician. Well, we'll probably find out whether that's true in the next 48 hours, 72 hours, King Hoddle. Super Tottenham TV saying fingers should be pointed at the owners. All these poor recruitments in the last few years is just shocking. We are buying loads of kids for the cheap. Can't run a football club like this. We're also just not hiring the right managers either to be, like I said this today, as much as I don't think we should be bringing in this many young players, like we're just bringing in far too many. We're also not hiring the right managers to be able to coach these young players either. We're not bringing in guys that have a history of working with and getting the most out of young players. Ange was never that type of guy, and neither is Thomas Frank. And it's just, I don't know. It's just
Well,
no one seems to have any clue of actually how to be running the football
well,
side of things at
Well,
this club.
that's another part of thing. You're bringing in youngsters, which means you need a coach that's worked with youngsters or has had a squad and gotten the most out of youngsters and built something moving forward. Ange Postecoglou didn't work with youngsters. He had the best youngsters available to him at Celtic in the academy and stuff like that. Didn't use any to bring them through. Continuously spent money to bring in better quality players. Thomas Frank at Brentford, they don't even own an academy. They don't even have an academy.
Yeah.
You're bringing in guys to work with youngsters, and these youngsters feed off information during games, little bits of nuggets of information, on how to improve, and stuff like that. And like but they're not getting it. It's clear none of them are getting it. None of them. You're bringing in young players and you're bringing in managers that don't work with them notoriously. It's absolutely shambolic.
Ed Sweeting saying, I don't think Frank will be sacked, unfortunately. I think timidness runs through this club. Would you put your faith in Longa or Vinay to pull the trigger? Both seem very weak. Scarily, that might be true.
See, the
Um,
question is as well out there, like, as much as I want Frank gone and I was against maybe an interim, I'm sort of on Jack's side with that now about having an interim. But when you look, two of the biggest clubs in world football have sacked their managers. Who have they brought in? Chelsea have brought in Liam Rosner. Man United are about to bring back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who was fired in the first place from the club.
yeah.
So there's not a lot out there, unfortunately, unless it's a caretaker manager. This is going to run until the end of the season, till Glasner's up out of contract, Silva's up out of contract, that guy at PSG is out of contract. All the
Yeah.
managers coming out of the World Cup once that's done and dusted. So it could well keep like this until the very end of the season, until someone of a certain quality becomes available. One name I would maybe, if it was out there, and I know it's very unpopular, but I actually think you'd get Tottenham to a decent standard, but you would have to sack him at some point and move on, is Brendan Rodgers. He done well at Swansea, done well at Leicester, he's done brilliant at Celtic. The guy could clearly get us going back up in the right direction, but how far remains to be seen. But that would be one alternative right now I would potentially look at.
It's probably the only
And
one
I
really
don't
available
want
of any
Brendan Rodgers.
decent. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, but it is a desert, like you're saying. Al Ben, we'll take maybe the last comment here from Al Ben and AK Shags. AK Shags saying, lads, Brentford have even beat Villa twice this season. Al Ben saying, today we saw that there is a good player in Xavi Simons. Do not give Frank any more transfer money. He is wasting our good players. He had Paulinho on the bench for like 5-6 games, right?
Yep.
Before this, the guy's been sitting and putting on the bench some of our best players. Just the other day against Bournemouth, he left Odebear on the bench. Matisse Tell, he's left on the bench. And this guy has just been wasting any bit of talent or good performances. He's just been clueless, feels like.
But
He's
what
just
makes it worse?
not good
What
enough.
makes it worse is we've given this guy his coaching team, which we haven't done to managers in years gone by, and it's still shot. It's worse than anything we've seen under any other manager previous. It's even worse than Nuno. Let's be brutally honest. It's even worse than Nuno, and this guy has been given more than any other manager from the very beginning to try and get this up and running. He's been given 4 players of a certain quality, of a certain stature within the game, all international players. To try and help this get up and running in positions that he needed. He's been given his coaching team. We've spent money on this guy, and I don't want to spend any more on him.
Then Jacob Anderson saying, I think the players don't even want to play for Frank. They want to attack. The players we have need to be playing on the front foot. It's sad that Mickey is probably the best striker that we actually have at the club. Completely agree there. I think we're going to finish it off there, though, everybody. Do really appreciate the support. Thanks to everybody that either our members that are sticking with us through a tough season. Thanks to all the people that put in all their comments in here. We try our best to go through all the comments, and also thanks to everyone that donated to the channel as well.
Yeah,
Thanks to everybody for sticking out through another tough season with Spurs. It needs to change, though. Next 48, 72 hours, Spurs need to be making changes with the Tottenham Hotspur manager. That's just how I feel.
I also want to express my gratitude as well, Jack. Look, it's not easy. It's not even easy for us to rock up here, front it, put our faces on camera to this shit, try and explain it away, or, try and give reasons and stuff like that. And, I appreciate every single one of you who continue to turn up, tune in, and support us through this tough time and this shit. Thank you very much, every single one of you.
And we will
Loyal fans. Don't care what Ange tells you or Frank tells you. You're loyal.
Yeah. Come on, you Spurs, as always. We'll be seeing you very, very soon. Potentially, we might be doing an emergency stream. You never know. Could be the case. And then, of course, we'll have a fan show for you guys to express your opinions as well. So please do come on, take advantage of the memberships that you guys all have. So appreciate you all. We'll be seeing you next time. Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah, so come on, you